Hello, everybody, and welcome to Waco ISD Stadium for another exciting night of Texas high school football. Tonight, the Belton Tigers visit Waco ISD to take on the Waco Lions. I'm Logan Smith, along with the coach, Butch Henry, and coach, it's down to 2 games.
Down to 2 games, and if Waco ISD is going to break that 17-game losing streak, they better do it pretty quick because they only have 2 left. But on the other side of the coin, Belton still has a chance for the playoffs, so maybe Waco ISD can spoil their chances. We'll see.
Well, we'll see who wins the cat fight tonight. Is it the Tigers or the Lions? It's coming up next here on Waco ISD TV.
Please direct your attention to the field as we recognize the football, student trainers, JROTC, cheerleader, drill team, and band seniors and their families. Starting with the football players. Number 2, Keith M. Guillory II has been with the organization 4 years and is escorted tonight by parents Keith and Tracy Guillory. Number 4, Adrienne Rodriguez, 1-year participant, escorted by Marquita Frank and Vanessa Williams. Number 5, Jaden Ridge, 4-year letterman, escorted tonight by mother Shanika Ridge. Number 6, Jerome Ratliff, 2-year participant, escorted tonight by a number of family and friends. Number 8, Roy McChristian III, 4-year letterman, escorted by parents Cheryl and Roy McChristian Jr. Number 9, Jaquan Wells, 4-year letterman, escorted by parents Larry and Tasha Wells. Number 10, Jeremy Powell, 4-year letterman, escorted by Norris and Deborah Powell, his parents. Number 12, Keemon Taylor, 2-year letterman, escorted by mother Lakita Taylor. Number 18, Cavante Lilly, 4-year letterman, escorted by mother Demetrius Taylor. Number 19, Sean Corsi, 1-year letterman, escorted by mother Veronica, grandmother Cheryl, and brother Jared. Number 20, Matthew Gutierrez, 4-year letterman, escorted by mother Susie Salinas and sister Vanessa Gutierrez. Number 21, Sammy Johnson, 4-year participant. Number 28, Patrick Tucker, 4-year letterman, escorted by parents Mr. and Mrs. Clay. Number 31, Kevon Burnett, 4-year letterman, escorted by aunt and uncle Nikki Schnell and William Burnett. Number 33, Deshaun Floyd, 4-year letterman, escorted by Marquita Frank and Vanessa Williams. Number 39, Naquavian Mathis, 2-year letterman, escorted by parents Audrey Hill and Alan Mathis. Number 47, Samuel Massara, 3-year letterman, escorted by his mother, Martha Luna, and stepfather, Omar Luna. Number 49, Deshaun Fisher, 4-year letterman, escorted by father, Demir Fisher. Number 52, Jermon Davion Newton Jr., 3-year letterman, escorted by parents Crystal Newton and Jermon Newton Sr. Number 57, Zamir Latchison, 4-year letterman, escorted by his mother Daphne Latchison and grandmother Beverly Johnson. Number 62, George Ramirez, 4-year letterman, escorted by mother Christina Zuniga. Number 65, Jalen Milton, 4-year letterman, escorted by mother Roshunda White. Number 71, Jordan Massara, 4-year letterman, escorted by parents Joseph and Ginger Massara and nephew Common Lee Massara. Number 80, Timothy De Leon, 4-year letterman, escorted by mother Sonia Barrientos, stepmother Candice De Leon, and father Marcus De Leon. Number 84, Anthony Abram, 2-year letterman, escorted by LaCundia Brooks. Number 89, Alex Barajas, 4-year letterman, escorted by parents Enrique Barajas and Crystal Auler. Number 98, Travion Benson, escorted by grandfather Javon Benson. And team manager, senior Jacob Salinas, 4-year participant, escorted by parents Chris and Marlana Salinas. And now the trainers. Griseli Trejo, 2-year trainer, escorted by parents Freda and Bobby Clark. Molly Hepp, 2-year participant, escorted by mother Karen Miller Brooks. Paris Hookham, 3-year trainer, escorted by parents Jeff and Bernadette Hookham. Cassie Lee, 3-year participant, escorted by Aunt Sarah Kyle and father Joseph Lee. Seniors now for the JROTC, starting with Karina Alvarez, 4-year JROTC, escorted by her parents, Elia Alvarez and Marcos Alvarez. Raimundo Contreras, 4 years with JROTC, escorted by mother Cristina Contreras. Jennifer Guerra, 4 years with the JROTC, escorted by parents Christina Cobb and Reggie Cobb. Brendan Hannigan, 3 years JROTC, escorted by parents Patrick and Jennifer Lang Hannigan and brother Thomas Hannigan. Alexandra Moreno, 2 years, escorted by mother Josephine Knowlton. Nicholas Romo, 3-year JROTC participant, escorted tonight by mother Annette Romo. Danielle Stevens, 4 years with JROTC, escorted by parents Eleanor and George Stevens. Yareth Varela, 4 years JROTC, escorted by parents Jesus and Maria Varela. And now our senior cheerleaders. Michaela Herrera, 3 years with the squad, escorted by mother Summer Garza. Grant Hicks, 2 years, escorted by mother Barbara Johnson and grandmother Carolyn Johnson. Mariah Mason, 3-year cheerleader, escorted by parents Anthony and Corinne Mason. Ariana Mejia, 2 years varsity cheerleader, escorted by grandfather David Mejia and sister Desiree Mejia. Ashley Wilburn, 4-year varsity cheerleader, escorted by parents Gerald Wilburn Sr. and Josie Wilburn. Kiara Young, 2 years, escorted by parents Latoya Wells and Corey Young. And now our senior drill team members, starting with Tyesha Adams, 4 years with the drill team, escorted by mother Juanisha Dawson and Andrea Flores, sister. Ranisha Carpenter, 4 years with the drill team, escorted by mother Alicia Joyner and uncle Opie Carpenter. Aaliyah Dilworth, 4-year drill team member, escorted by parents Barbara and Bradley Dilworth. Hannah Gill, 4 years on drill team, 2 years as an officer, escorted by mother and Alisa and sister Alex Gill. Aviana Smith, 3 years with drill team, escorted by parents Ebony and Ty Smith. And now our band seniors, starting with Hope Faith Aguilar, 4 years, escorted by parents Gabriel and Maria Aguilar. Ramiro Alvarez Jr., 4 years with the band, escorted by grandmother Patricia Hernandez and mother Annette Garcia. Anna Lee Chairez, 4 years with the band, escorted by parents Sofia and Jose Perez. Sonny Cruz, 4 years with the band, escorted tonight by mother Elsie Pringle. Timothy Danforth, 4 years, escorted by mother Cynthia McDonald. Alexis Gallegos, 4 years with the band, escorted by his parents Martin and Oneida Gallegos. Marzano Greer, 4 years with the band, escorted by parents Paulette and Lorenzo Greer. Charlie Henry, 4 years with band, escorted by mother Consonia Tatum. Uriel Picasso, 4 years in band, escorted tonight by parents Jasmine and Arturo Picasso. Andrew Saiz, 4 years with band, escorted by parents Letty Baranin and Arturo Saiz. Johnny Salazar, 4 years with the band, escorted by parents Olivia and Isaiah Skinner. Itai Bensis, 4 years in band, escorted by parents Cecilia Juarez and Armando Bensis. And Ashley Wilburn, 4 years with the band, escorted by parents Gerald Wilburn Sr. and Josie Wilburn. Let's give one last round of applause for our 2020 senior graduating class.
From the north end of the stadium, Belton Tigers under Sam Skidmore come in at 3-5 on the year. They are 3-3 in district play, and as Coach mentioned in the pregame, the possibility that Belton can still make it into the postseason. The Waco Lions, though, still looking for that elusive first win of the season. 0-8 this year and 0-6 in league play so far. Their last outing on the road at Temple, lost by a score of 57-13. Meanwhile, Belton is coming off of a win, stopping a 3-game losing streak, getting by Colleen Ellison 14-12 last week. Neither one of these teams, Coach, really tear it up offensively. The Waco Lions this year with just 1,207 yards on the ground, less than 1,000 yards through the air. Belton through 8 games, just a little over 1,500 yards on the ground, but they do throw it quite a bit better, 1,242 yards through the air.
Yeah, but they're going to be without their all-do-it-everything quarterback. Ruben Jimenez tonight He's been suspended for 2 games. This is his 2nd game, so he will not play tonight. And he leads them in rushing and passing, and he does it all. So, and by the way, this will be Coach Skidmore's last game to coach as he's moving into the AD's position next year because they're opening a new high school.
I see. Yeah, you mentioned Ruben Jimenez, 762 yards on 86 carries. It'll be Riley Madden taking over at the quarterback spot. Last week, Madden was 4 of 5 passing for 91 yards and a couple of touchdowns, so not necessarily looking for him to pass the ball a lot. He did carry the ball 10 times, but apparently lost quite a bit of yardage in some of those carries because he only got 5 yards rushing last week against Ellison.
I think you'll see a big dose of Devontae Smith tonight. He wears number 1 for Belton. He's their so-called bell cow as far as running back's concerned, and we'll watch him and see how Madden does. He's only a sophomore. This will be only his 2nd start.
Well, Smith shows up in the receiver corps with 12 catches for 258 yards, according to statistics I could pick up from Max Preps. Meanwhile, what I'm showing their leading rusher other than Ruben Jimenez coming into the game is number 16, Mike Davis. 88 carries. That's the most carries according to those statistics for 518 yards and 3 touchdowns, though Jimenez is the team leader in rushing touchdowns with 9. Waco High on the other side, of course, led by Jaden Ridge with his 596 yards on the year out of 101 carries. He's also scored 5 touchdowns to lead the Lions on the ground. Through the air, their big threat is Jerome Ratliff with 366 yards on 28 catches and a couple of touchdowns. But what the Lions have had trouble with is deciding who their quarterback's going to be. It's been between Davion Long and Nate Reyna. It just depends on who's got the hot hand that night.
Yeah, who you think will get the call tonight? I know Long started the last game that we did, but then Reyna started and threw a couple of interceptions and Long came in, so we'll see. But Jaden Ridge has been there pretty much a workhorse, and Jerome Ratliff has really played well this year for them.
The junior ROTC presenting the colors at midfield. We're about close time for our national anthem, so let's join our stadium announcer, George Snookhouse.
God bless our troops, God bless our fallen heroes, and God bless America. We'd like to ask that both teams and fans face the colors on the field and remain standing during the recessional as the colors make their way off the field. Immediately following the singing of the national anthem will be Texas Our Texas, so show your Texas pride and sing along. At this time, we have 3 seniors of the Waco High School Choir. We have Harper Hoover, Allison Pendleton, and Haley Nath to sing the national anthem.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red bursting in air through the night. That our flag was still there. Oh, save us, that star-spangled banner yet wave. For the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Nice
now,
job.
Playing of Texas Our Texas.
Texas, our Texas, all hail the mighty state. Texas, our Texas, so wonderful.
Game time temperature of 54 degrees under a clear sky here at Waco ISD Stadium. No wind to speak of, so it shouldn't matter on the coin toss as to which end of the field the team takes.
Would you say it's warmer than it was at the Baylor game last night?
Slightly.
Okay.
Just slightly.
Thought I'd ask.
Not a whole lot. The Baylor game, it got cooler as it went on. There wasn't much of a breeze there either, but you could actually feel the cold coming down from the top. It was a different feeling.
You know, those people live in Montana and places like that. I don't know how they get used to it, but I guess they do.
Yeah, that's not the kind of weather I like. If I like that kind of weather,
You'd move there, right?
I'd move to Colorado where there's some scenery to go with it.
I like it up Valley Mills. It's nice year-round, you know.
Absolutely. Captain's going to meet at midfield. Captains for the Belton Tigers, number 8, Jonah Jimenez. Number 25, Logan Smith. Number 42, Anthony Peters. And I'm going to guess that's probably in street clothes their quarterback, Ruben Jimenez, who's not a part of the game tonight. For the Waco Lions, you have number 6, Jerome Ratliff. Number 9, Jaquan Wells. Number 28, Patrick Tucker, a senior linebacker in street clothes, along with number 49, Deshaun Fisher. Waco High has won the toss and will defer. So Belton has the selection is to take the football or an end of the field. I'm going to guess they're going to take the football. It certainly be the best decision considering there's no wind, but we'll see what our crew from Austin has to tell us. Yes, Belton will receive the kickoff. I mentioned this officiating crew from Austin. Who's our officials, Coach?
Our referee wearing the white hat is Melvin Lindsay. The umpire is Robert Watts. Head linesman is Steve Bentley. The line judge is Peter Allen. And the back judge is Rick Rayner. Like I say, they're from the Austin chapter, and they have the guy with running the clock tonight, Larry Weeks. Got him wired for sound over there.
Yeah, he looks like he's got all kinds of apparatus over there that he's not necessarily wanting to operate properly. Yeah, he'll get to communicate with the officials. I guess if there's some difference between the clock, the game clock and the officials' clock, they'll wire it up to him and tell him, hey, we need to reset the clock.
I would think so. And I think you're going to see a different type of Belton offense tonight with Madden at quarterback than you would see with Jimenez, because Jimenez could do it all. He beats you with his arm or his legs, but he's unavailable this evening.
DeMonte Smith back deep along with Mason Ram to receive the kick from Sam Massara. Massara, the sophomore kicker who came on about 4 games into the season, has done an outstanding job kicking the ball for the Lions. He's been a bright spot for this club all year since he joined the club. It's him, number 47.
I want you to count how many players Waco High's got out there.
I can't count in a group like that. They have 12?
I think so. Maybe I miscounted it. Looks like 12 to me.
Well, here comes somebody off the field.
Well, they only had 1 too many. That's not bad.
Well, since the game hasn't started, that's not a penalty, is it, for
I wouldn't think so.
too many men in the huddle or whatever that they have too many rules nowadays.
Yes, they do. I tell you, old Sam done a good job kicking off this year for Waco High. He really has.
Pretty much kept them in that game against Harker Heights over at Leo Buckley Stadium. Gave the Lions a chance to pick up their first win in that contest, but they were not able to do so, losing 31-21. So the left footer, Massara, makes his approach. It'll come down to the 8-yard line, taken there by Smith. Finds some running room up the middle. Gets it all the way out near the 35-yard line. Actually, that was number 28, Ram, with the ball. So Belton will start at their own 34-yard line, 1st and 10.
You see right there, Ram on the kickoff return. Nice kickoff return, good blocking. And we'll see now if Waco High defense can shore up, because that's been their Achilles heel this year.
Up front for Belton, Tim Apodaca, the center. The guards are Chris Brown and Chase McLaughlin. The tackles, Wyatt Story and Thomas Bowman. Madden, number 7, the quarterback, hands it off to the running back. That's Javier Luna with the football. Luna on his first carry gets it out to the 43-yard line. A pickup of 9 yards on the play, 2nd down and 1.
You look at Luna right there. He's a strong youngster. He just goes straight ahead behind some good blocking and just kept those feet moving and picked up good yardage. Anthony
Peters in at the wingback spot. Luna gets knocked down before he can get going good. An outstanding job by Captain Deshaun Fisher.
That was a great tackle by Deshaun Fisher. You'll see it right here. He gets through the bunch of linemen there and kind of came on a blitz and made a nice tackle. Now, I don't think you'll see Belton throw the ball very often. You may on this 3rd down situation, but got a young man down on right now.
That tackle Wyatt Story being attended to by the training staff. What's a tackle doing that far down the field?
Good question. Now that young lady she's cold. She's got to be freezing, I would think.
Yeah, she's all wrapped up, and Mama trying to keep her warm.
She's ready for Halloween, but that's over, isn't it?
I think so.
I think it is. I don't know.
What did you dress as for Halloween, Coach?
Batman.
Batman?
Yeah.
I was Gumby.
Who?
Gumby.
Gumby? Okay.
Story up and walking to the far sideline with a little bit of help. We're going to have to put somebody in that tackle spot on the offensive line for Story. It'll be a 3rd down and 4 for Belton from the 40. Out of the shotgun. Luna takes the handoff. He is knocked down right as he gets to the line of scrimmage. Tried to stay on his feet, but his forward progress is stopped by the Lions, and he won't get the 1st down, and they'll have to punt.
They went on a long count that time, and you'll see Omar Espinoza come in, kind of lead the charge for the Waco High Lions, and got a lot of help from some of his teammates, and that was a nice stand right there.
Back to receive the punt for Waco High is Jerome Ratliff. Rugby-style punt. Gets a nice roll all the way down inside the 15-yard line, down to about the 13 before it's finally killed.
I think Waco High had to return on that time. Actually, Belton could have run for the 1st down, but he opted to kick it. Good luck at the Waco High band. They're out full force this evening. Who's going to be the quarterback?
Well, we're about to find out. It's going to be Reyna, number 3. In the backfield with Ratliff and Ridge. Ridge in the tailback spot. Sends Ratliff to the next side. Hands it off to Ridge. Ridge finds some blocking, cuts it back inside, and from the 12-yard line gets it up to about the 16 for a 4-yard gain.
Keep a close eye on number 15 for Belton, Jason Stevens. He's one of their better athletes. Also plays some wide receiver, defensive back.
Up front for the Lions, you got Willie Carter, the center, Jordan Massara and Herman Newton, the tackle, the guards, and Joseph Kearley and George Ramirez, the tackles. 2nd down, a little trouble with the snap, throw out the flat is complete. Raymond O'Neal gets it up near the 30-yard line and picks up the 1st down for the Lions.
Raymond O'Neal's had a good year for Waco High receiving the football.
Got it out to the 27-yard line for an 11-yard pickup. Send the man in motion. Not sure he went the direction that the quarterback wanted him to go, but Ridge takes the handoff and is able to get it close to the 30-yard line. I'm not sure Ratliff knew which way to go on that one.
No, I don't think he did either. And by the way, Belton will end their season next week as they host Midway. And Waco High will be at Killeen.
give the game to the 28-yard line, so just a yard on the play for Ridge. Brings up 2nd down and 9. The sideline for the play. Williams in the slot on the far side. Abrams, the receiver, at the top of your screen. Reyna with time, now flush from the pocket, rolling out, throws, and just gets rid of it. Nobody in the area, but at least he got it past the line of scrimmage, so that's not grounding.
What's the flag for?
I have no clue. Where you see one?
Well, about the 15-yard line.
Well, I don't know that would be grounding. He's outside the pocket. He got it past the line of scrimmage.
That's where they threw it, though. We'll find out.
It looks like he's picking it up.
Roughing the passer.
15-yard penalty.
Why did anybody? Did you see it? Wow.
I didn't see anybody in a white jersey around there.
I didn't either. First penalty of the game goes Waco High's way, gives them a 1st down, and moves the ball all the way out to the 44-yard line in Lion territory. This drive started at the 12 with 10 minutes and 8 seconds to go in the first quarter, as Belton only held on to the ball for 1 minute and 52 seconds. On the cross buck in the backfield, Ridge has, that's Ratliff with some running room. He's in the Tiger territory and bumped out of bounds near the 20.
That's Jerome Ratliff. He's been such a plus to this Waco High team all year, not only running the football but catching. You see him right there, a big hole to run through. He just uses that speed, gets to the outside, and puts Waco High in good field position.
36-yard gain for Jerome Ratliff down to the Tiger 20. 3rd 1st down in this drive for Waco High. Reyna throws it into the flat quickly, and right on top of the play, O'Neill's going to be tackled immediately. Great job of recognizing that by Roy McChristian, the senior cornerback.
Yeah, he was in position to maybe even intercept that ball. He is right there. You see a nice tackle by that young man right there, Jimenez.
There's a loss of 5 on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 15. Handoff goes to Ridge. Ridge finds some running room, and now the scrum is going to be pushed all the way down to near the 15-yard line. A good push there from the offensive lineman, helping Ridge get positive yardage. The mark it just shy of the 15. Will give it a 10-yard pickup. It's going to be 3rd down and 5.
They gained about an additional 4 or 5 yards with that scrum.
First 3rd down situation in the drive for the Lions. Abrams, the lone receiver to the left of the formation. Handoff goes to Ratliff, trying to come around the right corner. And he gets a yard, maybe 2. He's still going to be shy of the 1st down.
Okay, you've lost 17 games in a row. You got a 4th down. I'm going for the 1st down. I'm not going for the field goal.
As few points as this team's put on the boards, I'm looking for points myself. Give him 2 to the 13.
I want you to keep in mind, once again, that Nate Reyna is the holder. He can do some things out of that.
It'll be Sam Massara on to try the 30-yard field goal. Good snap, hold is good, but it's low and blocked and picked up in the air, headed the other way with it for Belton is Roy McChristian, and McChristian's going to end up in the end zone for 6 points. When it rains, it pours, Coach.
Like I said, I went for the 1st down. Yeah, I tell you what, that was a nice play for that young man from Belton. You see big 91's the one that made the block. That is Logan Drake. Jumped up there and knocked it down, and the rest is history. Jimenez is going to the house. Waco High had a good drive, got the ball down in good field position, and sometimes one for bad luck, they wouldn't have any.
Jonah Jimenez with the touchdown, and the point after is good. 6:18 to go in the first quarter, and Belton draws first blood on special teams, scoring on this blocked field goal. Again, you see big number 91, Logan Drake, block it, and then Jimenez picks it up and heads the other way.
When I say big, I mean he's a good-sized youngster. They don't list the weights here. He's got to be about 6'3" or 6'4", I would think. Probably about 270, 280.
So, boy, what does that do to your psyche, Coach? You think you're about to get the first points of the game, it ends up being points for the other team.
Take a little air out of yourself. I would really think so. And you got to admire these Waco High teams. I mean, how often can you keep getting up off the mat? I mean, they've done it for 17 games in a row, and they just cannot get a break, seems like.
Waco used 3 minutes and 50 seconds of the first quarter, but Belton gets the points on the special teams play to grab the 7-0 lead, and now Waco will get the ball back with 6:18 left to go in the period. Doing the kicking for Belton is Logan Smith, one of the senior captains. Ratliff deep on one side, coming to the near side though on a pop-up kick. Going to be received by Xavier Williams at about the 35-yard line.
Xavier did the smart thing there. He got that ball and went to the ground. He wasn't going to take any chances.
Waco will be at the 33-yard line to start this drive. The last one started at the 12. They drove the ball well, but just had the field goal attempt blocked. Willie Carter, the center, has gone the whole season in that position, has done a good job with the snaps.
That didn't look right, did it?
Yeah, had some movement in the line of scrimmage, I think, before the snap. Not sure if George Ramirez took off a little early or not. Austin officiating crew discussing it.
Oh, Melvin Lindsay, he's going to tell us all about it. Let's hear it, Melvin.
False start. Offense, number 71. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Flag Jordan Massara for it. That's the first flag goes against Waco High. Brings up first and 15 and moves the ball back to the 28. Waco High has not been a good team overcoming being behind the chains this year.
No, because they don't throw the ball very fluently.
Handoff goes to Ridge up the middle, and he's tripped up as he gets to the 30-yard line, falls forward to maybe the 30. No, they're going down him at the 30, so a pickup of 2 on the play for Jaden Ridge.
I think that might have been Lionel Thomas that tripped him up. If he hadn't have got tripped up, he'd have made some good yardage there.
O'Neal, the wide receiver at the bottom of your screen, along with Jaquan Wells in the slot. Basically an empty backfield for Reyna. With the pump fake, throws to Wells, and Wells gets away from a would-be tackler, and I believe he's going to be marked out of bounds at the 47-yard line in Belton territory.
I tell you what, that's a nice throw that time of Reyna, and a nice catch by Wells, and made a good run after he caught the football. Take one look, there's Quan Wells right there, stayed in bounds, picked up about another 10 yards there, he's out of bounds.
Just the second catch of the year for Jaquan Wells. It gets the first down in Belton territory after the 23-yard pickup. Handoff goes to Ratliff, gets around the corner, and is bumped out of bounds when he gets to the 36-yard line. Gain of 11.
Yeah, Rat right there. You see Rat. He decided that he was going to go inside. He wasn't there. He went to the outside. Picked up good yardage.
Once again, Waco High moving the ball. Clock stopped with 5:29 left to go in the first quarter.
You can move it all you want to, but it's all about points.
You got to get it in the end zone. Reyna after the fake, throws downfield and throws it too tall. Intended for Raymond O'Neal on the near side. Hemming is there covering it up.
Raymond ran a little hook pattern about 20 yards downfield. I think Rainier thought he was going to go deep. Well, they're huddled up there.
98.6 and 98.6 is 197.2. It's a little warmer that way. 2nd and 10. Ratliff bounces it outside. Now finds a cutback lane and gets it inside the 30 down to about the 20. Well, they're going to mark him down at the 30. Pick up a 6 on the play. It'll bring up a 3rd and 4.
I see Kwame Cavill down there saying, come on, guys, let's try to punch this thing in. One more look at Ratliff. I tell you, that guy's, he just really played well for a Waco High team that hadn't had much success.
Offensive coordinator Robert Glenn flashing in the play to his quarterback. Handoff goes to Ridge over the left side. He tries to cut it back inside, and the linebacker fills up that hole pretty quickly. A nice job there by Max Williams to keep him from getting more than a yard or two out of that.
They got a flag on the play. They're discussing it right now. I see old Melvin trying to figure this out.
Well, the referee and the umpire.
Can't be that complicated, can it? It's either against one team or the other, I would think.
I would think
Would you?
so. Yeah, that's usually I don't think it's against Butch. Now they want the
They're going to bring them
head
all
linesman in there. A lot of pointing.
And they're pointed toward Belton. That's
Yeah,
what
we're
I
going
don't
to get one
understand.
more zebra to join the convention.
Oh, they might get Kwame out there a little bit. He and Coach Skidmore, I reckon.
Coach Skidmore is just outside the numbers, trying to figure it out.
Kwame's pointing the first down for Waco High. Of course, you know, he's a little partial, I think.
Well, Waco's starting to back up. Well, maybe they're just huddling up. Let's see what the verdict is.
Dead ball, personal foul, face mask, defense. Number 91, 50. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
It took all that time to call the face mask.
And that's a dead ball foul?
That's what they said.
Well, they move at half the distance.
He said 15 yards.
Yeah, but now he says half the distance, which is down to the 13-yard line. So they mark it, I guess, from the 26. So he picked up 4 yards on the play. And then 13 yards. It's going to be a 1st and 10 from the 13 for Waco High. 4:17 and counting left in the first quarter, down 7-0. Hand off to Ridge. Coming around on the end around is Ratliff. He gets away from one would-be tackler and finally knocked out of bounds inside the 15. Coach, they may have run about 75 yards in that, but I don't think they got any yardage.
No, I don't. But I tell you what, you can see right there that Belton had this pretty much snuffed out. Aaron Bain was right there, did not make the tackle, but he caused Ridge to do something he didn't want to do, and that's to keep going wide.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10 after a little razzle-dazzle. Adrienne Rodriguez, number 4, now in the backfield for the Lions. He'll be the lead blocker for Ridge, and Ridge cuts it back inside the 10. And we're going to mark him at the 9 for a 4-yard gain, and it's going to be 3rd down and 6.
One more look at it. Now, you going to Ridge here, or you going to Ratliff?
Actually, I'm throwing it to O'Neal.
All right, do it.
O'Neal is at the bottom of your screen. Ratliff in the slot on the near side. Abrams the wide out to the top of the screen. Fake the handoff. The throw is a little low, but it's complete to Ratliff, and Ratliff's throw is knocked out of bounds when he gets down to the 2, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, Ratliff made a good catch that time. That's one of them short hops, you know what I mean? It was a really low. He made a good catch and finally knocked out of bounds at the 2, so hopefully some Waco Lions can push this thing in.
Gain of 7 yards on that play. It's the 4th first down in the drive and the 7th first down of the game for Waco to not 1 first down for Belton, but Belton leads 7-0. Waco High trying to atone for that here on the handoff to Ridge, and Ridge is hit as he gets the handoff. Outstanding job getting to the backfield by Charles Williams III to keep that from being a touchdown.
Well, Charles was Johnny on the spot that time, or Charles on the spot, because he was actually in the backfield.
Give him a gain of 1, 2nd down and goal at the 1. Well, last night, Baylor playing West Virginia tried 4 times from point blank range and couldn't punch it in. Waco High hoping not to have the same fate.
I'm not big on quarterback sneak. They ought to outlaw those things.
I understand. Handoff goes to Ridge, and he finds the slot, gets into the end zone for the Waco High touchdown. Jaden Ridge scores his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions an extra point away from tying this one up.
I tell you what, remember now, this field goal attempt while ago was blocked, so you might want to keep an eye. Belton saw something they liked, I guess, so we'll find out.
Massara gets this one up high enough and gets it over the crossbar. So with 2:39 left to go in the first quarter, we're all tied up at 7 apiece thanks to this 1-yard run. Excuse me, that was Adrienne Rodriguez with the run.
It was A-Rod, yeah.
So A-Rod gets the touchdown.
When was the last time Waco High was tied with anybody at this juncture? Have to be a while.
Last year?
Might have been.
Last year?
Been a while.
Yeah. For A-Rod, that's his 2nd touchdown of the year. 11 play, 67-yard drive. Took him 2 minutes and 39 seconds. Waco High has had the ball for 6.5 minutes, while Belton's only had it for a little under 2.
I tell you, this is just a different Belton team without Ruben Jimenez in there, because that guy is something else.
Tough to play a game this deep in the season without the guy that's been your quarterback the whole way.
Yep. But he will be back next week, I understand.
Ran back deep, but the Tigers act like they're not looking for a very deep kick from Massara here. He does pop it up toward the near side. A fair catch called for and made, and they're going to get a little extra yardage out of that as Seth Morgan makes the catch. The flag has been thrown for running into the man who called the fair catch.
I think that's Sammy Johnson might have run into him. Yeah, I believe that's who it was. He either didn't see the fair catch, or he thought, well, might as well get a good lick in here. I'm a senior, why not?
Yeah, my last hurrah.
That'll give Belton, that'll move that thing up close to midfield, won't it?
Certainly will.
Personal foul. Kick catch interference on the defense, on the receiving team. 15 yards, first down.
They used to give the number, didn't they?
Used to.
Look at the young man. He's fired up.
So good field position for Belton. Their only offensive possession went 3 and out. This is their 2nd offensive possession. They scored on a special teams play on a blocked field goal attempt. Madden, the quarterback. On the zone read, hands it off to Smith, and Smith is bottled up and won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard back to the 46.
That's a good defense of Waco High, led by Omar Espinoza.
Second down and 11.
I think that touchdown maybe has fired up this defense a little bit.
May have. Smith takes the handoff and has a crease right up the middle and gets it into Lion territory down to the 45. Still a couple of yards shy of the first down. Nine-yard pickup there for Smith. Haddon turns and hands it off to Smith. Smith trying to be corralled outside, and a good job there by Zamarian Johnson to try to keep him from getting the first down, but I believe he was able to get the very first down of the game for Belton as he got across the 45 down to the 43.
DeMonte Smith is, I'd say, one of the better athletes on this team, and he doesn't lead the team in rushing, but you can see he's getting a lot of work tonight.
First down of the game for Belton. Wide out to the near side is Seth Morgan. Two receivers to the right of the formation. Smith takes the handoff up the middle, and a gigantic hole to run through, holding on to a shoestring and finally bringing him down for the Lions is Omar Espinoza. Nice gain there for Smith.
Yeah, Omar's played good. You see that tackle right there? That might have been a touchdown-saving tackle.
Got it down to the 30 for a 13-yard pickup.
I believe that's 3 plays in a row that DeMonte Smith's run the football.
Make it 4.
4? All right.
I think it's about to be 5 here. Yes, sir. And there's another good hole there. Gets it up to the 25 where he's finally brought down. Keith Gullery there to stop him.
Keith Killer is another young man that's played well all year for Waco High defense.
5-yard gain to the 25. This is the DeMonte Smith possession here. Started at the Belton 47. He's moved as far as the Waco High 25.
End of the quarter, Lark.
Yeah, that is the end of our first quarter of play. We're all tied up at 7 apiece. Belton Tigers score on a special teams play when they blocked a Waco High field goal attempt on the Lions' first possession of the game. Lions, though, get the ball back and go on an 11-play, 67-yard drive and score on a 1-yard dive into the end zone by Adrienne Rodriguez. So each team has only had the ball offensively twice in the first quarter. Belton has not attempted a pass yet. Waco High, meanwhile 4 of 5 passing for just 36 yards. So most of it on the ground, Coach. That keeps the clock moving.
Yes, it does. But I tell you what, I'm not sure Waco High expected to see DeMonte Smith carry the football as much as he has so far in that last drive. Or in this drive, too. You know, we're winding down this season. That's all I'll tell you. It's flown by.
Yeah, this is the next to last game for us here on Waco ISD TV. We still have the university game next week.
Yeah, they'll be playing Midlothian.
Second down and 5 on the delay. Handoff goes to Smith, and Smith gets it close to the 20-yard line. They're going to hold him just a little shy. He gets 4 yards to the 21 and bring up 3rd down and 1.
Brought down by a host of Waco High Lions. You see right there, there's 3 lines right there on that tackle.
Second, 3rd down in this drive for Belton. They're 1 of 2 on 3rd down conversions so far in the game. Luna now as the running back behind Madden, the quarterback, and Luna has the football and steps through a hole and has the 1st down as he gets it down to the 18.
Luna's a tough running back. He's only a sophomore, but he runs tough. And if you look, watch Waco High's defense, they're not respecting the pass at all. They're pretty much tough. even their DBs were about 4 yards in the line of scrimmage.
This is about the time you pop one, isn't it, Coach?
Yep.
Cable Utley, the receiver at the bottom of your screen. Fake the handoff to Luna. They do throw it out in the flat. That is complete across the 15 down to about the 14-yard line. Caught by Brian Henry.
Well, they threw it. They just didn't throw it very far.
Just the third catch of the year for Henry. Gets it down to the 13-yard line for a 5-yard pickup. Second down and 10. Play clock down to 10 as they break the huddle. Out of the pistol, Luna behind the quarterback. Send Henry in motion. Hand off to Luna. Luna goes over the right side. Maybe only has a yard gain up to about the 12.
Good defense that time of Waco High. We'll see who led the charge right there. Is a man. I believe that's the man. I believe that's Omar Espinoza again.
Clock ticking in the second quarter, under 9:40 left to go in the half. All tied up at 7 apiece, but Belton's threatening to get their first offensive touchdown of the game. And they scored on a special teams play.
I thought that Henry guy, he's got good hands. They all do.
That's right. Luna takes the handoff, though, as he's undermined as he tries to get going. And great job by Deshaun Fisher to get in there and undermine him.
Now we're looking at a field goal here, I would assume. I think Reese Fay is their field goal kicker, I believe.
Luna, 1 yard gain on the play. It's going to be a 28-yard field goal attempt.
Now Coach Skidmore has opted to call timeout. Talk about this.
Timeout. Belton. First charge timeout.
You know, we have been joined tonight. Not very often do we get VIPs up here. Well, we have Mr. Frank Chapolina and his grandson, T.J. Johnson. And if you remember, Frank played for Tennyson. You played for Lake Air in what was an epic football game as far as junior high. Right or wrong?
You're right. You want to remind me of that, do you?
Yeah, I do. Yes, I do.
That was played at Paul Tyson Field. The west side of the Paul Tyson Field, the stands was totally full.
They were out there.
Yeah, and just a greatest junior high game ever in the history of Waco ISD.
Wayne McClain against Coach Riley, wasn't that your
yes,
coach?
Sir. Ken Riley.
Yeah, Ken Riley.
What was it, 35-33, something like that?
Good football game.
Frank scored all the touchdowns for Tennyson that day.
All right, going for the field goal.
Field goal attempt by Logan Smith. On its way, and it's good. 8:40 left in the first half. And Belton reclaims the lead at 10-7 on the 28-yard field goal by Logan Smith.
I'll be honest with you, that's a pretty good defensive stand for Waco High to hold them to a field goal. Now we'll see if the Waco High offense can get something going again. They moved the football pretty good tonight so far. Coming up at halftime, we'll watch the Waco High Band and the Scarlet Line perform, so be sure to stay tuned for that. And I see one of our crew members, little Jesse Maldonado, down there in shorts again. I guess if it's 10 degrees and snowing, he'd wear shorts. I don't know. And look at gal, she's cute as a speckled puppy. She really is. She doesn't know the score, but she's having a good time.
Yeah. Belton rolled 5 minutes and 59 seconds off the scoreboard on that drive that took 11 plays and went 42 yards to end on the 28-yard field goal to take the 10-7 advantage. Smith makes his approach on the ensuing kickoff and once again pops it up in the air. A fair catch called for. Xavier Williams unable to make it. The ball is loose and Belton has it. On top of it for the Tigers is Logan Turmer. And Belton once again on special teams taking advantage.
That's the kind of mistake you cannot make. Williams just, as you see right there, he just took his eyes off the ball for whatever reason. And instead of trying to catch it in his arms, I think he's trying to catch it with his hands, and it didn't happen.
So Belton has the football. 1st and 10 at the Waco 22-yard line. And a chance to get more than a one-score lead by half.
Well, Waco High was sitting pretty, but he just cannot make those type of mistakes.
Well, that's got to be tough on a defense to think, okay, I get to go rest a minute, but
Yeah,
now you're
a
right
minute.
back on the field after you just
A minute's just about it, too.
after you just endured almost 6 minutes on the field, an 11-play drive. Handoff goes to Smith. A little side step will get him maybe to the 19-yard line for a 3-yard pickup.
I tell you, DeMonte Smith is getting plenty of work tonight. He's carrying the football. He's carrying the load right now for Belton.
Notice Chris Brown has joined the offensive line for the Belton Tigers. Number 67 in at the left guard position. Handoff goes to Smith, trying to get around the edge, and gets around the edge, down the sideline, and finally knocked out of bounds when he gets to about the 5.
He's finally knocked out of bounds by Naquavian Mathis that time. Boy, he made a nice run. You see him right there, kept his feet in bounds. There you see old Mathis come in and knock him out.
14-yard pickup, the longest gainer for Smith tonight, has Belton 1st and goal at the Waco 5. Smith remains in as the running back. Takes the handoff, tries to find a hole. Sidestepped one would-be tackler as Gullery missed him. But the rest of the posse gets there and stops him for a 1-yard gain at the 4.
Several lines in on that tackle, but it's going to be hard to keep him out of the end zone right here, but it certainly is possible.
Got to hold him to a field goal here and minimize the mistake. Special teams have not been good to Waco High tonight.
They hadn't been good for the most part all year.
Tim Apodaca, the center, has done a good job with the shotgun snap in the game so far for Belton. Gets it back to Madden, and Madden just going to follow his blocking back around the right side or left side and only get a yard down to the 3. First carry of the night for Madden.
That's just a quarterback sweep that time. Madden trying to go around the left side and nothing there.
Well, if all you're going to get is 1 yard at a time, you don't have enough downs to get it in from the 5.
That looked like it might have been Deshaun Fisher in on the tackle for the Lions. Big play here.
Certainly is. DeMonte Smith in the backfield with Madden. Madden looking to throw, just stands and waits for it to develop, and it's incomplete. Intended for Mason Rom, but it's knocked away. I believe that was Espinosa that knocked it away.
That was, yeah, it was. That
Well,
was
it's 30, yeah.
No,
No, it's Mathis.
Mathis, yeah.
Quavian Mathis.
But that was a really weird right there. Madden just stood straight up and looked like he just froze there for a minute before he threw the football.
Just wasn't worried about the pass rush whatsoever. Had a lot of confidence in the offensive line, so it's going to be a 20-yard field goal attempt by Logan Smith. And he hits the chip shot. So with 6:21 left to go in the second quarter, Belton increases their lead to 13-7, but the Waco defense dodges a bullet there, Coach.
They did, because they should have given up a touchdown. Now we're going to see if they kick that ball to Xavier Williams again. I bet you $100 he catches this one. If he doesn't, he better hit the road, is all I'm telling you.
I'm going to bet you he's on the sideline on this kickoff.
Yeah, he may be. Waco High has plenty of time, a little over 6 minutes left. Waco High cheerleaders, I don't care if it's 10-0 or 100-0, they're going to do their thing every night.
That was a 19-yard drive It took 6 plays and took 2 minutes and 19 seconds off the second quarter clock to get those 3 points.
Look, they ever done the chicken dance?
I don't think so. I would have known because I would have seen you up dancing. You never missed that opportunity.
No, sir, buddy. That's kind of a different alignment on that kickoff. They got about 10-yard space in between on both sides over there.
Going to come deep with it this time. Going to come down to Ratliff at the 16. Fell down as he tried to make his cut through the opening, and will get it out to the 30-yard line.
Now we'll see what Nate Rainian and Ridge and Ratliff, them guys can do offensively.
They moved the ball pretty good so far. Waco with 116 yards on 18 offensive plays to this point. Are 70 yards away from a touchdown and an extra point that could give them the lead at halftime. Well, it's Davion Long that's going to be in at quarterback, Coach.
Okay.
He has
Ridge.
Rainier, huh? Yeah, he has Ridge in the backfield with him. They bunch it up with the wide receivers very close to the line of scrimmage, and on the keeper, Long is able to get it across the 35. They'll mark him down at the 35, but a 5-yard gain for Davion Long, who's gotten more into the running game in the last few games for the Lions.
Yeah, there's a good look at the fake of the zone read. You see Davion Long that time, and Rainier didn't play that bad, but maybe they're just looking for a different spark.
Well, they shift and bring the receivers to the right, closer to the line of scrimmage. Again on the zone read. This time it's the handoff to Ridge, and Ridge trying to get around the corner. Will have the first down as he gets it up to the 41-yard line for a 6-yard pickup.
All right, now Waco High moving the football, and you'll see the block out front. That was really a nice block by Raymond O'Neal that time for Waco High.
8th first down of the game for the Lions. Clock ticking, under 5:15 to go first half. 3 receivers to the right. One of those comes in motion. He's going to have to get set because 2 guys were moving. Now they do get set. Now they move another man in motion. That's O'Neal, and O'Neal's going to take the handoff on the jet sweep. Finds the cutback hole. Another good cutback into Tiger territory down to about the 36. That's a 23-yard pickup for Raymond O'Neal. And, Coach, I don't know that he's had a rushing carry this year.
I'll tell you what, look at him right there. I thought they was going to get flagged. They had people going every which way, but O'Neal ran on that. He came from his wideout position, made a good run. And now we got a timeout, I believe. Got an injured player.
Injury timeout.
Got a Belton Tiger down. I believe that's Jimenez. He's been a big spark on the defensive side.
I wonder if he's kin to their quarterback, Ruben Jimenez. Probably no, TJ says probably not. But it could be. You never know. That's kind of like Smith, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of them out
Do you
there.
know all your relatives, Henry?
I know Patrick.
Is he part of your family?
He was, yeah. He's the one that said, "Give me liberty," or something like it.
Yeah.
Then he made a candy bar.
Oh, he did that.
Yeah,
old Henry bar.
yeah. I'm still getting some residuals off that.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
But how many free O. Henry bars do you get?
I get two a month.
2 a month?
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're king size.
That's kind of like that Publishers Clearinghouse thing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Somebody's going to win it. You can't win if you're not in.
That's right.
That's what old Steve Harvey said.
Back to play we go. A 1st and 10 for Waco High, and we got movement on the line of scrimmage. Right side of the line was off before the snap was made, so they're going to go back 5 yards.
False start. Offense, number 71. 5-yard penalty.
The right guard and the right
First down.
tackle both moved at the same time, so they thought the snap count was different than what it actually was.
Second time they flagged Massara for that. So 1st and 15. Long on the zone read keeps it. And one spin move gets him away, but not able to get away from the rest of it. He's going to lose back to the 43.
I counted 8 Belton Tigers in on that tackle that time.
So 2nd down and 17. This one's going backward.
You know, brings up a passing situation, but Long has not thrown the ball that well this year. Neither has Rainier, to be honest with you.
Make the handoff. Long throws long and has his man. Headed for the end zone is Ratliff for the 6.
Like I said, Long can really throw that football.
It's on the money there for the 43-yard touchdown strike.
I want you to watch this old Rat takes this thing in stride. He's holding his hand up. I'm wide open. Catches right there. Right there. It's Katie bar the door.
Ratliff's 3rd receiving touchdown of the year. And the extra point could give Waco High their first lead of the game. Sam Massara on to try the point after the hold of Reyna. A high snap, but Reyna is able to bring it down, put it on the tee in time, and the kick is good. 3 minutes and 32 seconds to go in the first half, and thanks to this pass from Long to Ratliff, the Lions have a 1-point lead.
And they're very fortunate that they converted that extra point, because you got to have a good snap, a good hold, and good protection, and the snap was not that good, but it worked out. All right, let me ask you this. When's the last time we were this close to halftime Waco High had a lead?
University game?
Might have been.
First game of the year?
I don't know.
That's about the only one I can think of.
That boy's doing the boogie-woogie or something. I don't know what he's doing.
Moved 70 yards in 5 plays. Took 2 minutes and 49 seconds on that drive. Waco's been moving the ball. They now have run 23 offensive plays for 191 yards. For Belton, they've run 18 plays for just 68 yards, but they've had the benefit of a couple of special team turnovers by Waco High to put 10 points on the board.
When's the last time Waco High had 191 yards first half rushing?
Let's see.
That's
in
been a
first
while,
half,
hasn't it?
never.
I don't think they have.
There's been some games this year that they didn't have 100 yards for the entire game.
You're right.
See 2 of them right now against Heights and against Ellison. Timeout called on the kickoff, Coach?
Huh?
A timeout called on the
yeah.
kickoff?
They're going to try to strategize here, what to do on this kickoff.
Again, Waco High came into the game with just 1,207 yards rushing in 8 ball games. Their biggest rushing game was a couple of weeks ago here at Waco ISD Stadium against Shoemaker when they ran the ball 50 times for 288 yards and scored 3 touchdowns in a losing effort, 42-31.
I don't know whether Sam's going to kick this ball deep or not, but we've seen him boot it pretty deep at times.
Again, there's very little wind to speak of. If there is any wind, it would be at his back.
Just don't give him good field position. I'd kick that rascal as far as I'd kick it.
Temperatures dropped to 48 degrees.
Pardon me?
48 under a clear sky.
What do you think it'd be about the end of the game?
About 39 when you walk out there.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Pops it up toward the Belton sideline. An over-shoulder attempt made, but it goes out of bounds, and I don't know if it went off of the receiver over there as his back was turned to me. That was Evan Jimenez who.
I can't tell if he touched it or not.
Well, the official threw the flag, so I'm going to guess they're going to call it a kick out of bounds.
Melvin will tell us all about it.
Free kick, out of bounds by the kicking team. 5-yard penalty into the end of the kick.
They'll spot it at the 34-yard line where Belton will have it 1st and 10.
Sure be a feather in the hat since Waco High defense if they can hold Belton for the rest of this half and take that 1-point lead to the dressing room.
Riley Madden, the quarterback. Hands it off to Luna. Luna just straight ahead running, a little north-south running, gets it up to the 38-yard line for a 4-yard pickup.
One thing it does is keep that clock running, and according to the scoreboard, Waco High still has 2 timeouts remaining, as does Belton.
Again, Belton's only attempted 1 pass, and that was not complete. Now Luna empties the backfield. Back to pass. Madden, and he looks for the screen pass. Has it completed to his flanker by Brian Henry. And Henry gets it up near the sticks, but not quite enough for the first down.
Injury timeout.
And now Henry down after the tackle.
Another nice tackle that time, but Deshaun Fisher from Waco High, he's really played well tonight, as has McQuavian Mathis and Omar Espinoza defensively. Our committee's got their work cut out tonight, don't they?
They do. Henry gets up and goes to the sideline on his own power. They move the ball up to the 42 for a 4-yard pickup.
Those Henry boys are tough, I'm telling you.
They are. Brings up a 3rd down and 2. Madden on the keeper will have the first down as he's forward progress. Well, I don't know if they're going to mark the forward progress or not.
I don't know if I can blow
now
whistle.
They say Waco has the ball. I think Waco took the ball away, and they did at the 40-yard line. I'm not sure who came out of that scrum with it, but somehow the ball came loose, and carrying the football to the sideline with him is Tyrone Minute Jr.
Oh, New York Minute. He's the one looks like he got it, so that was a weird deal. I thought they was going to blow the ball dead, and they just kept going.
Looks like Minute took it away right there. That's the reason why the scrum started.
Yep.
His Minute just flat stole the ball.
Well, Waco High's got plenty of time. Good field position. Get some points on the board.
2 minutes, 33 seconds. And they have the ball in Belton's end of the field at the 40-yard line.
Long going back in at quarterback, and rightfully so. They got 4 men split out here to the left.
They do. 4 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, empty backfield. Long looks back to the sideline to make sure, and now Belton calls a timeout. They saw a formation that they hadn't seen on film before.
Belton. Yeah, well, Waco High has 4 men out there, and they had 2. Said, hey, Coach Skidmore said, wait a minute, something ain't right. They've
2
never
against
run,
4, somebody's going to be uncovered.
Yeah, we've never run that before.
Here again, you see the previous play where Tyrone Minute steals the ball away from Madden. And
look at him, he took it away from him.
Just flat took it. Like he took a loaf of bread from him. Ready to make some sandwiches. Waco High gets their first break of the game.
You do owe me 1 hot dog, is that correct?
Yes, I do. I still owe you 1 hot dog.
We've only had 1 bet this year.
Well, that's all they have ever measured this year. They don't measure anymore. They just kind of eyeball it and say, okay, it's good.
It's kind of like the huddle. It's a thing of the past.
Apparently so.
Now, Waco High still got that same alignment.
Just not quite as far out this time.
No. And Belton put a few more people out there.
Yeah. Got Abrams. Now they all going to change. That's a more conventional lineup with 3 to the near side, but you do have a tight end of the formation. Handoff goes to Ridge. Just a different look, but the same type of play that Waco High runs all day and all night.
They take another look at Ridge right there behind some pretty good blocking. You know what? You got to have good blocking up front. And that was a nice block by Joseph Corrali that time, I believe.
Picked up 4 yards. 2nd and 6 from the 36. Will be under 2 minutes left in the quarter when Waco High snaps the ball. Again, an empty backfield. Long looking to pass in the flat. It is complete. That's more of a lateral than a pass to Ridge. We're going to call that a running play down to the 29-yard line. Well, actually, they'll mark it at the 30, but a 6-yard pickup by Ridge.
When I saw that play, I thought Ridge was going to pass it. I thought they threw it back to him. He was going to throw it to somebody, but evidently not.
They do pick up the first down.
But once again, time is of the essence right here.
Waco High does have 2 timeouts left. Again, they go with the empty backfield. These are a set of plays we haven't seen much this year, Coach.
Yep.
Handed off to Ridge, and that one was read very well by the Belton defense.
Yeah, that was number 11 that time. I believe that was Edric Holcomb that made the tackle. You see Edric right there. Yeah, he had a
Timeout. Waco, second charge timeout.
They lose 4 on that play. It's going to be 2nd down and 14.
Waco High will still have 1 timeout remaining according to the scoreboard, so it'd be nice if they get some points on the board right before halftime.
Belton scores came off of a blocked field goal attempt that was returned about 70 yards for a touchdown. Their offense moved in position for a field goal. And then they got the ball back when the kickoff was fumbled by Waco High and able to get another 3 points out of that. That's how they got their 13.
Someone turned on the air conditioner, I think.
Yeah, it's warm in here.
Warm?
Yeah.
You must have a heater over there or something. I don't have. It's about 25 where I'm sitting.
You can handle it. Bad snap. We haven't seen many of those this year. And Long has to go all the way back into Waco High territory to cover it at the 44-yard line.
Boy, that hurt right there because they were down there in good shape. Now they've got a long way to go and a short time to get there.
Lost 22 on the play. That goes against Long.
I just wouldn't do nothing crazy here to give Belton an opportunity to get the football back.
Belton does have 1 timeout left if they want to try to stop the clock, but it's 3rd and forever. 3rd and 36 according to my calculations.
I'd run that clock down as far as I could, the play clock, and that's what they're doing, I believe.
Yep. They marked it at the 45 instead of the 44, so that's just a 21-yard loss.
That's Waco High's last timeout.
Timeout. Waco, 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Thank you. Thanks, Melvin.
This is where they draw up that 3rd and 35 play, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I tell you what, I try to run that rascal, run that clock, and because if you, worst case scenario, you have to punt it to them, but don't do that. Don't throw an interception or anything.
There you go. If you throw the ball, make it something very safe, like a middle screen.
Yes.
If you can run around for 32 seconds, do that.
Yeah, that'd be neat if you could do that. Don't forget the Waco High Band and Scarlet Line coming up at halftime.
Abrams, O'Neal, and Ratliff, the 3 receivers at the bottom of your screen. Long looking to pass, throws it complete to Ratliff. Ratliff is looking for blockers and gets free, stumbles forward across out of bounds somewhere around the 30-yard line, but he's still going to be about 10 yards shy of the first down.
They didn't call him out of bounds? Now the clock stopped.
Clock is, they stopped it on the out of bounds because.
But it was 21 seconds, so he went out of bounds.
Yeah.
Now it's 18.
Picked up 19 on the play.
No timeouts left, so you're going to have to throw the ball out so they go out of bounds and stop that clock.
Actually, they picked up 26 on that play. And there goes the clock. I thought the ball was out of bounds, Coach.
I did too. That's what I get for thinking, I guess. That's it.
So that's the end of our first half of play. Waco High goes to the locker room with a 1-point lead over Belton by a score of 14-13. Stay where you are. Halftime activities coming up in a moment right here on Waco ISD TV.
The Lion Pride Band and the Scarlet Line Drill Team. The Scarlet Line is under the direction of Wanda Johnson and LaShonda Gaines. Scarlet Line officers are Captain Tyesha Adams, Co-Captain Hannah Gill, First Lieutenant Aviana Smith, Second Lieutenant Kiara Lord, Social Officers Aaliyah Dilworth and Renisha Carpenter. The Scarlet Line Dancer of the Week is Raylina Ramos. The Scarlet Line team will be performing a jazzy routine to the Hey Song. And now, Waco High School proudly presents the award-winning 2019 Lion Pride Marching Band. The 2019 Waco High Band is under the direction of Scott Stuhler, Tyler Sage, and Michelle Nelson. Percussion is instructed by Adrienne Rodriguez and Austin Lemons. The color guard is instructed by Ron Espinosa. Student drum majors are Michael Aguilar and Isabella Rios. The outstanding band members of the week are our seniors. Tonight, the band will be performing this season's complete competition show entitled Radioactive, featuring the original music of Frank Sullivan and Scott Stewart. Drum majors Michael Aguilar and Isabella Riz, is your band ready?
Initiating reactor number 1 startup sequence. Pressure equalized. Temperature within operational limits. Condition cool down initiated.
The 2019 Lion Pride Band would like to thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, who is Waco's ISD's fastest fifth grader? We will soon find out. Last week we ran the first semifinal, and tonight the second semifinal round is about to begin at midfield. Are you ready, fans? Then make some noise. First off, we will have the girls' race. Now it's time for the boys. Let's hear it again for our fifth graders. Now that we have our semifinal champion.
Hope you enjoyed our halftime activities. Waco High with a 14-13 lead over Belton at the half. And really, Waco High has had the better of it offensively. They've run 28 plays for 200 total yards to 20 plays for Belton and just 76 yards for Belton on offense in the first half. Belton ran 17 rushing plays for 67 yards. Waco High 21 rushing plays for 96 yards. Belton 2 of 3 passing for 9 yards. Waco 6 of 7 passing for 104 yards. Each team has fumbled the ball once and lost it. Waco also had a turnover when their field goal attempt was blocked and run back for a touchdown. Time of possession slightly in Waco High's favor. 12:51 to 11:09 for Belton. Leading rusher in the first half is Waco High's Jaden Ridge, 12 carries for 46 yards, closely followed by Jerome Ratliff, who has 44 yards on just 4 carries. Top rusher for Belton in the first half is DeMonte Smith with 9 carries for 51 yards. The only receiver in the game that's caught more than 1 pass is Jerome Ratliff, 3 catches for 75 yards for Waco High. O'Neill's caught 1 for 11. Xavier Williams 1 for -5, and Jaquan Wells 1 for 23 for Waco. Just 2 pass catches for the Tigers, one by Gunnar Garrett for 5 yards, another one by Brian Henry for 4 yards. So Waco High's offense has done the job here in the first half, but Belton gets a chance. Waco High has a chance to take more than just a 1-point lead as they get the football coach to start the second half.
Yeah, and I always like to see what adjustments both coaches make at halftime. And, Waco High has had good success running the football off tackle, and I think we'll see a heavier dose of probably DeMonte Smith this half than we did the first half.
Check the old thermometer and see if it's gotten any colder.
Don't tell me if it's any colder, please. Just tell me it's 75. We'll be good.
It's 75, Coach.
Thank you.
Minus about 40. Guess we're waiting for the remainder of the Belton band to leave the field.
It'll take them 30 minutes. There's a bunch of them.
Certainly is.
That's 100 in that band. Can you imagine Allen High School has 600 in their band?
First time I ever saw the Allen band, I was going to Nacogdoches to do a playoff game. Allen played at the stadium a 2 o'clock game before the 6 o'clock game I was calling. And I got there at halftime, and the Allen band totally circled the circumference of the field waiting to go on the field.
Terry Gamble's got them going again up there, doesn't he?
Certainly does.
Okay, they can play now. They're not going to run into the band.
Yeah, now we get the official out of the way so we can get things moving here. Logan Smith will kick it for Belton. See if he pops it up or tries to go deep. Ratliff is deep on the far side. On the near side for Waco High is Matthew Gutierrez. It's going to come to Gutierrez, but actually it's going to be taken by one of the up man. That's Xavier Williams, who secures it this time.
He caught it with his arms that time instead of just his hands. So now is it going to be Rainier or is it going to be Long at quarterback?
Yes.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I bet it's one of the two. You'll bet?
Yeah, most likely. We do know it'll be Willie Carter at center, Jordan Massara, and Joseph Curley, the guards. The tackles Herman Newton and George Ramirez. And it will be Davion Long at the quarterback spot. Jaden Ridge will join him in the backfield.
And what have we got here?
Why are we blowing a whistle before they ever come on the field?
And why the play clock's still running, or it was.
Yeah, they're going to have to reset it. They decide that they've got the, it was a fair catch, so they mark it at the 25. That's the reason. They had it at the 24 where he caught the ball, but it was a fair catch, so you give him the 25. Now they'll reset the play clock. Ratliff goes in motion to join the men in the backfield. He'll block for Ridge, and Ridge is up in it as he gets across the 25 and maybe give him a yard to the 26.
There was a hole open there for about 2 seconds. It didn't last long.
That's all it's opened up. You better be there in a hurry. Give him 2 out to the 27, actually. 2nd down and 8. Neither team has been much in a hurry to run a play. I don't know that was so much a bad snap as I just don't think Long was ready for it yet, and he's going to lose back to the 20. That's a 7-yard loss for Long.
Lark, how many times have we seen bad snaps this football season at this stadium? Not only Waco High, everybody in that shotgun, we see it all the time.
I don't have enough fingers and toes to count that high. So it'll bring up a 3rd down and 15 from the 20. Ratliff has been a target in these situations earlier in the game. He's in the slot on the near side. They're going to look to the far side. Long trying to run out from under the situation and will be knocked down. Did he fumble the football? According to the officials, yes, he did. And it's going to be Belton's ball at the lip of the cup. Now we're going to have a discussion between the referee and the line judge on the far side. He said, yes, indeed, it is a fumble, and it's going to belong to Belton at the 4.
You see right there, that's a nice tackle by Kobe Trovinger that time from Belton. He's the one that made that happen, and I guess they're going to tell us all about it. It's going to be Belton's football. Another turnover for the Lions.
Holding. Offense. Penalties decline. 1st down.
So it's going to be 1st and goal for Belton at the Waco 4-yard line. And again, we see Long retreating here, being chased down by Kobe Trovinger, and end up dropping the football. And Trovinger dives right back on top of it.
Boy, you talk about a big break for the Belton Tigers. There was one there.
Trailed by 1 at halftime. Luna, the running back in the backfield with Madden, takes the handoff, tries to go over left guard, and maybe gets 1 yard down to the 3-yard line.
Nice tackle that time by Ivan Chappelle from Waco High.
2nd and goal from the 3, quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Luna again, they fake the handoff, and Madden will take it in for the touchdown. Madden has only carried the ball for 3 or 4 yards and on 2 carries, but he's got the touchdown there.
You see it's a fake to Luna, and on the zone read, Madden pretty much walks into the end zone untouched. Turnovers will come back to haunt you every time.
First rushing touchdown of the year.
They're going for 2, aren't they?
They certainly are. From the shotgun. Send a man in motion. Going to the right side, looking to pass it in. Madden under a rush, gets out from under it. Reverses field, throws into the corner, and it's no good. Try to get it over there to Henry. Unable to come through with it. On that run by Madden, Belton recapture the lead at 19-14 with 10:20 to go in the third quarter.
Here's a two-point conversion. You see nearly sacked that time by Jamarcus Caprew, but was not. And so that was that should help Waco High momentum just a little bit, knowing that they're only 5 points down.
Well, Waco High has to feel like they've pretty much given points on the scoreboard to Belton tonight. They scored off of a blocked field goal, and now they score after a fumble at point-blank range, going 4 yards in 2 plays and taking 25 seconds to take a 5-point advantage at 19-14.
It's getting a little cooler, I can tell you that right now, but look at the people.
Yeah, they're grabbing blankets now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Can't say that I blame them.
How about our committee? Wished it'd be a little warmer, but it's not.
You didn't provide them with outerwear?
No, I gave them each some earmuffs. That's all I gave.
Earmuffs.
I was on a tight budget.
How about hand warmers?
No, I was on a tight budget.
No hand warmers?
No.
Okay. Pop-up kick coming to the near side. O'Neal and Williams run into each other. I don't think either one of them called for a fair catch, and it's Williams trying to get some yardage out of it. He gets a swarm of Belton Tigers around him at the 36-yard line.
Yeah, a bunch of Belton Tigers in on that tackle. So I assume it'd be long again, but it may be raining.
Good job by Williams just trying to stay on his feet. Belton trying to tackle the ball, but he holds on to it.
It will be raining.
Certainly will. He'll have Ridge in the backfield with him. Nate is 4 of 5 passing in the game. And it's Ridge with the football down the sideline. And finally getting the angle on him and knocking him out of bounds is Tanner Holman. But a great run by Jaden Ridge here.
He was going to go off tackle right there. It was closed up. So he went to the outside, put on the afterburners, and made some really, really good yardage. Finally knocked out of bounds by Holman.
43 yards for Jaden Ridge, biggest gainer of the night for Waco High. 1st and 10 from the 21. Ridge gets the handoff going left this time, and he's not going to go much anywhere because of Kobe Trovinger.
That's a couple of big plays that Kobe Trovinger has made for the Belton Tigers, but you know, Ridge just got through running 43 yards, and you give him the ball on the next play. He had to be a little winded.
Had to be. It's a 6-yard loss back to the 27-yard line, brings up 2nd down and 16 at the Belton 27. Fake the handoff. Pass is incomplete. That was kind of in no man's land. I don't know if that was intended for Williams or for O'Neal crossing, but I don't think he threw it where a receiver was anywhere close to it.
I couldn't tell where that ball might have been tipped. I'm not for sure.
Okay.
But it was not a good pass either way. Now you got a third and long situation.
Just the 2nd incompletion of the night for Waco High, passing 6 of 8 for 104 yards. Straight drop back, trying to throw the screen pass and overthrows Ridge. Maybe a little too much pressure on him.
I tell you what, that screen pass was set up to perfection if they could have made contact, but it did not. You see Ranger right there, they let him come in on the rush, overshot him. They would have made good yardage on that. They're 4 down territory.
Yeah, you got to go for it here. It's a little too long for a field goal attempt. But you're facing a 4th and 16. You got to get it all the way to the 11-yard line to pick up a new series of downs. Fake the handoff. Reyna throws across the middle, has his man. It's complete to Ratliff, and Ratliff will be stopped at the 13-yard line, 2 yards short of the first down.
You see that all the time, Lark. They had 16 yards to go, and they ran a 14-yard route. Don't understand that sometimes, but I see it on television every week. 3rd and 10, they run an 8-yard route.
Waco held it on for 1 minute and 9 seconds. Picked up 1 first down, but then got thrown for the 6-yard loss and unable to overcome that on that 14-yard pass. Give it over on downs to Belton at the 13-yard line in Belton territory. Madden steps up and changes the play. Has Smith in the backfield with him. Straight ahead running, Smith gets it across the 15 to maybe the 16-yard line for about 3 yards. Nothing fancy there.
No, DeMonte Smith just going straight ahead. Finding a good tackle. One of the young men that didn't want to tackle that time was the New York Tyrone Minute.
Handoff goes to Ram, and Ram on the sweep, unable to get there thanks to Deshaun Fisher.
Deshaun Fisher's really played a good game defensively tonight for Waco High. And if they can hold Belton right here, they should come out of this thing smelling like a rose.
They got 2 out of it to bring up a 3rd down and 5 at the Belton 18. Madden's only attempted 3 passes, completed 2 of them so far. Looking to pass here, throws complete right at the sticks, but I don't think it's going to be enough for the 1st down. The completion goes to Keegan Wolf, number 18.
I hope they show that again. I want you to see the hit. I believe that was Michael Rivers from Waco High. As soon as he caught that football, he stuck him, and they are short, so brings up a punting situation.
Picked up just 4 yards on the play. That's just the 4th catch of the year for Wolf for 24 yards now.
They're not sending anybody back, are they, Waco High?
No, Waco High is not buying this. They think it's a fake. Logan Smith, though, will kick it. He'll get a good roll out of that. It had a lot of air under it to begin with, but it checks up for Waco High, and they'll kill it between the 30 and the 35-yard line at the 34. 7 minutes and 9 seconds to go, 3rd quarter. Belton has a 19-14 lead as they have the only score here in the 2nd half after Waco High gave them the ball at the 4-yard line on a turnover.
I'll tell you what, sometime during this, before this game's over, you will see that screen pass again. It was set up beautifully, except Ranger just threw a bad pass.
Waco High has it at their own 34-yard line. Reyna back out there as the quarterback. Ratliff in the slot to the right of the formation. Looking to pass in the flat. It's in and out of the hands of Jaquan Wells.
That ball was just overshot. It wasn't close. He might have picked up pretty good yardage on that if he'd have caught it, but it was not a good pass.
Passing has just not been the forte of this team this year. Only 5 touchdown passes in 8 games coming in. Reyna, though, has proven to be the better passer of the 2 quarterbacks. Play clock down to 6. Hand off to Ridge. He's got a nice hole and plenty of room up the middle. Has a 1st down and into Belton territory, all the way down to the 48-yard line of the Tigers.
Well, what a nice run that was by Ridge. If he hadn't already been the player of the game, I guarantee he would have been it tonight.
18-yard pickup on that carry. Another 1st down for the Lions. Now Ridge again, off of a couple of would-be tacklers. He takes it up across the 45, right at the 45 for a 3-yard gain.
You can say what you want to. Those unsung heroes up front, offensive line, they're the ones that let those running backs make those big runs.
Willie Carter, Jordan Massara, Herman Newton, Joseph Curley, and George Ramirez. Those are the guys making the room. Ridge now 17 carries for 106 yards on the night. For Ridge, he's over 100 yards for the 5th time this year. 6 minutes to go and counting. Hand off on the sweep to Ratliff, trying to get around the corner, can't do it. Nice open field tackle there for Belton.
Yeah, it was a nice tackle that time by Tanner Holman. He's made several good tackles now for Belton. That play just didn't look like it had anything going from the get-go. You think they know each other?
Yeah, probably so.
That's not brother and sister, I bet.
I hope not. 2-yard gain brings up 3rd down and 5. Looking to the sideline, the offensive coordinator, Robert Glenn, flashes in the play. Ridge straight up the middle, not a whole lot of room there. On second effort, he's going to have it close to the first down, but still going to be a yard shy. It's going to be 4th and 1 after the 4-yard pickup by Jaden Ridge.
I'm going to give it to Ridge again. I don't think there's any doubt about it. Probably off right tackle. They've had good success with that. I see Jorge Ramirez is checked in at the right tackle position.
Well, that's a fresh set of legs in right tackle, so maybe you go in behind him on 4th down with Reyna in at quarterback. Handoff goes to Ridge. He will be very close. It depends on the spot.
I think they're going to mark him short.
I think you're right, Coach.
Based on where he is right now, it's short.
Between you, me, and the wall, I could have sworn I saw a face mask in the tackle, but there's no flags on the field. So good job by one of the team captains, Jaquan Wells, to get in there and stop a discussion between Xavier Williams
They
and
called it a first down,
Belton
Mark.
Tigers. They do give them the first down. They do get it across the 38-yard line, so it is 1st and 10.
I'm surprised Coach Skidmore didn't ask for a measurement.
Me and you. So give Ridge 1 yard in the first down. Now over the right side, Waco moves it down to about the 36-yard line. Now we have a little shoving and pushing and mouthing going on. The officials just trying to separate them after Ratliff got a couple of yards out of that one.
I think they might have gone the well once too often because Belton's pretty much stopped it and go running to the right side the last couple of plays, so maybe they'll fake it and go the other way.
8th play of this drive, which started back at the Waco 34. Lions trail by 5, 3:38 and counting left in the 3rd quarter. They led at halftime by a point at 14-13.
Better hurry.
Get the snap off, fake the handoff, under pressure, a throw in the flat. It's complete to Jaquan Wells. Waco coaching staff wanting a penalty for unnecessary roughness on the sideline, but not going to get it. It's just a yard gain on that pass.
Kwame Cavill's talking to one of the officials right now. This is probably a friendly conversation, I would imagine.
Certainly it is. So the 1 yard pass to Wells brings about a 3rd and 7 from the Belton 35.
Screen pass.
This is where you want to see it. Reyna takes the snap, fakes the handoff, back to pass, throws, and it is incomplete. A diving attempt to catch the ball by Raymond O'Neal. It's going to bring up 4th down and 7, and they're still in 4-down territory, aren't they, Coach?
Yeah, I believe so. And you're going to have to throw the football right here. And once again, they have not been real proficient at throwing the football. So we'll see what they got up their sleeves.
Be their second attempt at a 4th down conversion in this drive. They got to get to the 28-yard line. They do the reverse to Ratliff, and Ratliff is going to be knocked off his feet. A good job of staying at home by the Tigers' Edric Holcomb to turn the ball over on downs, as Ratliff actually probably lost yards on the play. Back to the 37.
They ran reverse, and Ratliff's coming this way, but didn't get nobody blocked for him. And I'm like Lark, Belton pretty much sniffed that out from the get-go. So here comes the Waco High defense once again. See if they can hold these Tigers.
Waco did hold the ball for 5 minutes and 41 seconds on that drive. Belton takes over with 2:28 at their own 37. A pass in the flat. That's not going to go anywhere. A completion out to Keegan Wolf. And on top of the play for Waco High, I believe, was that Sean Coursey?
There he is, Sean Coursey. And I mean, he was right there as soon as he caught the football. He was on top of it.
Lost back to the 34-yard line. That's a 3-yard loss on the play. 2nd and 13 at the 34. Three receivers to the right this time. Rolling that way is Madden. Under pressure, he's going to go down. Tyrone Minute Jr. with the outstanding rush. And a loss all the way back to the 23.
Who was that masked man? Once again, another one of the guys that's already been player of the game. But you can see Minute right there. I'll be quite honest with you. Madden never had a chance. Waco High, if they can hold them out here, they should get really good field position. They got second and about half a mile, I think.
Yep, lost 11 on that to bring up a 3rd and 24 from the Belton 23. Definitely a passing down here, which is not necessarily the Tigers' strong suit. Going to hand it off, though, to Smith, and Smith is going to get it to the 25-yard line, and that's it.
Remember, their punter is he's a good punter. He does that rugby style punting, and he's really kicked the ball well a couple times. Now Waco High does have someone back. I believe that's Ratliff.
Yep, it is Ratliff. And Logan Smith, the punter, he boomed one his last time. Just unfortunately, it checked up on him. If it had gotten a temple roll, it might have been about a 70-yard punt.
Yeah, it would have been.
Gets a good snap back, gets it off. Not quite as good a punt, but it does take a bit of a Belton bounce. Now it takes a Waco High bounce, and it's going to be killed at about the 42-yard line. So Waco High gets it with just 9 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
You know, Waco High's still in this thing. They're only trading by 5, and I tell you, that young man's getting down there. I wish they'd do that chicken dance.
It's coming. Waco High just 57 yards away from regaining the lead.
Bringing back in at quarterback, not back in, but he's been in this most of the second half.
Wide receiver to the far side is Roy McChristian. Trips to the near side. Ridge, the running back, gets the handoff. Gets a block on the edge. It's around the corner. Turns on the Jets and is in Tiger territory down to the, going to mark it at the 36-yard line.
Mark, I believe that might have brought us to the end of the 3rd quarter.
I believe it did, as Ridge got 21 yards on the play on his 20th carry of the night. Jaden Ridge now has 132 yards rushing. And after 3 quarters, Belton has a 5-point lead at 19-14, but Waco High threatening here to recapture the lead that they had at half. They led at half 14-13.
We'll get an opportunity now to acknowledge our crew tonight on cameras. Little Jesse Maldonado, Big Jesse Maldonado, Leslie Ugaldi, Terrell McSpadden. Instant replay tonight is Ricky Mazza. Our audio engineer is Will Burney. Justin Sanchez is our director as always. Executive producer is Jesse Pateo. Have 3 student interns, Johnny Galvan, Angelina Monroy, and I'll give up on this last one. The last name's Escobedo, that's all I tell you. And our stat man, Mr. Steve Tankerson. Does a great job.
That he does. So Waco High with the ball at the 36-yard line, and Belton's into the field. Jaden Ridge now 12 yards shy of his best rushing game of the year. He's in the backfield with the quarterback, Nate Reyna. Ratliff, Williams, and McChristian, the receivers to the near side. Pass to Ratliff, and he's in the open, and he's heading for the end zone, and he's in for the score.
I tell you what, Jerome Ratliff, once he caught that football, turns on the Jets, he is gone. That was a nice play. Rainey got it out to him, and he entered for the 6. Now they got a 1-point lead with the extra point to come. Here's a look at it. There's Jerome Ratliff right there. Goes to the outside. He's gone.
Sam Massara to try the point after. Puts it through the uprights. 11 minutes, 50 seconds left to go in the game. Waco High once again has the lead, this time by 2. A score of 21-19.
This is by far the most competitive game we've seen Waco High in this year.
There you see the pass in the flat to Ratliff, and he's able to get the blocking from his other wide receivers and takes it into the end zone.
Ratliff and Ridge, the 2 R's, they're having a good night.
Certainly are. For Jerome Ratliff, his 4th catch of the night for 89 yards and a couple of touchdowns.
This is certainly,
no, that's his 5th catch of the night.
This is certainly spoil Belton's playoff hopes, because they have to turn around and play Midway next week. And Midway is beating Temple very handily here at the half, 31-7, I believe.
And make that 5 catches for 125 yards and 2 touchdowns for Ratliff tonight. First time this year he's had 2 touchdowns receiving in a game. He's tied the most yardage he's gotten in a game with 125. He had 5 catches for 125 yards against Copper's Cove earlier this year. That was a 57-yard drive that only took 19 seconds, as they scored in 2 plays. 21 yards by Ridge and 36 yards by Ratliff. The ensuing kickoff is open for Waco High to get to. The scramble for it at the 40-yard line. We'll have to wait for them all to unpile. And coming out with it for Belton is Gunnar Garrett. It's still wide open there, but Garrett finally able to get to it for Belton.
Offsides on the kicking team.
Well, do you decline that? Or do they add it? Yeah, I guess they add it. So it'll be at the 44-yard line. And Belton's into the field. First down and 10. Belton trailing with 11:45 left to go in the contest. Fake the handoff, Madden with the keeper, and he probably should have handed it off just to save his own body, as Deshaun Fisher's there again.
Boy, Deshaun Fisher has really played well tonight. Defense, look at him, he actually looked like it's a Hard Texas Fair and Rodeo. He's bulldogging.
A loss of 1 back to the 43. Waco High's defense acting like they can smell victory. Madden with the pump fake goes down the far sideline, and it hits the Waco defender in the face mask. That was Naquavian Mathis who was there. About the time he turned around, it hit him right in the nose.
There, you take a look at it. Yeah, he got him right in the face mask. He said, I had him covered, Coach.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Well, if Waco High could stop them right here and force a punt, they'd be in great shape.
Madden looking to pass. Now steps up in the pocket and will run with it. Gets past on the fumble. Scramble for the football. Belton's going to get back on it. Well, Waco High had a shot at it. Tyrone Bennett ran past it. But they do give it to Waco High. It looked like Madden got back on it, but somewhere at the bottom of the pile with the football for Waco High is number 50, Trenton Freeman.
Holding, 64 White. That penalty's declined.
Well, I could have sworn Matt
Russell
got
the
back
fumble,
on the
first
ball,
down.
but you see right there on the top of the pile, number 50.
That was huge there for Waco High.
Absolutely.
Big turnover. They're resting down at the bottom of that pile, and whoever's the strongest is going to win out.
So he got 8 yards on the play before he fumbled it, but it goes over to Waco High with 11 minutes and 2 seconds left to go in the game. Waco High now with a chance to take a 2-score lead. From their own 49, handoff goes to Ridge. Ridge winds his way through would-be tacklers. A flag is thrown. He gets it down to the 10-yard line, but I guess this one's coming back at about the 40-yard line, Coach. Apparently one of those blocks was a block in the back or something.
It looks like it. See Kwame Cavill down around. He's talking to me. No, what did he do?
I don't see anything on the replay.
Old Melvin Lindsay's going to tell us all about it after they get together on it.
Yeah, Kwame's still saying what happened.
Wave it off.
Wow, they do. They waved it off. Outstanding.
Why are you going to throw it if you can wave it off?
I understand. So it goes down to the 11-yard line.
I think Kwame won that argument, didn't he?
I think he did. That'd be a 40-yard run for Jaden Ridge. He now has his best rushing night of the year. Gets him pretty close to 200. Waco High is smelling the wind. Trying to get their first of the year. Hand off to Ridge. He's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage, if that, maybe a yard to the 10-yard line.
Waco High really needs to get some points out of this. Hopefully a touchdown instead of a field goal.
Yeah, you need to make it a 2-score game here.
Yep. Once again, Ridge or Ratliff, either one of those guys can take it to the house.
Wells and O'Neal, the receivers to the right. Abrams and Ratliff to the left. They send O'Neal in motion and hand it to him on the sweep. That didn't work earlier tonight, but it's going to work at least down to the 5-yard line this time. O'Neal picks up 5 and brings up a 3rd down and 4. They can get a first down without getting the touchdown.
Flag on the play.
That in the backfield, that's usually where you see holding.
Yep. They may wave it off, you never know.
Holding, offense, number 79, 10-yard penalty, repeats 2nd down.
All that on the center, Willie Carter. So the holding penalty brings that play back. And brings it back to the 20. It'll be 2nd down and 19 from the Waco 20. Not many penalties in the game. That's just the 7th time that Waco High has been penalized tonight. Back to pass. Reyna has a man open in the flat. That's Abrams, and Anthony has it down to the 9-yard line for an 11-yard gain.
It was a nice play that time by Abrams, but they're going to have to get some more of that. Nice throw by Reyna that time, by the way. Tackle made by Jonah Jimenez. Belton.
3rd down and 8. Waco High looking to punch it in as the clock continues to roll with 9:25 left in the 4th quarter. They have a 2-point lead at 21-19, trying to stretch it. Biggest lead of the night is the 2 points. They had a 1-point lead at halftime, 14-13. Reyna look, pump fake from the blind side, going to be taken down. Trovinger from his defensive end spot takes him down.
Yeah, if you see, this didn't fool anybody this time. Good fake pump that time. But you can see Trovinger coming there making the tackle. So Big Sam's going to try a long field goal. Remember, they've had trouble with the snap tonight on extra points. They've had some high snaps, and they've had one field goal blocked already. So we'll see.
An 8-yard loss for Reyna. The field goal attempt is from 34 yards out. It's on its way long enough and good. 8 minutes and 29 seconds left to play in the game. Waco High stretches its lead to 24-19. Taking advantage of the fumble that gave them the ball near midfield.
Well, they got a 5-point lead now, but there's a chicken dance. They're finally doing it.
I'm waiting for them to look up here and declare you the winner, because you are the champion chicken dancer.
I've done it on Valley Mill Drive.
I know, I saw it.
Unfortunately.
Teach you to bet on basketball.
Yes, sir.
So the 34-yard field goal from Sam Massara completes a 5-play, 51-yard drive that took 2 minutes and 33 seconds. It gives Waco High their biggest lead of the night, 5 points at 24-19.
That gal was doing it and she got embarrassed, I guess. Sam ought to be fired up after the field goal. He may kick this one up there by Johnny Toose's office, reckon?
Yeah, probably so. Tank just showed me an interesting stat. Waco High has run 53 plays for 360 yards in this game. Belton has only run 30 plays and are under 100 yards, just 80 yards for the Belton offense.
Huh. Like I say, this is a different Belton team without Ruben Jimenez at quarterback.
Belton's going to get it at their own 36-yard line. They're slowly running out of time.
Kick it team, 29. 5-yard penalty. First down.
They get the 41-yard line is where they'll get the football after that 5-yard walk-off.
Waco High defense got to blow their neck right here. I tell you what, we've not seen much of Monty Smith this second half, have we?
Have not. I think he's been in on one series. Rahman is the running back this time. He's able to get around the edge and get into the open and into Waco High territory. And they throw a flag for unnecessary roughness on Waco High, but he let up. He grabbed him in the field to play, took him out of bounds, and just let go of him, and they throw the flag. Watch this, Coach.
Watch you make the call. There he goes. Well,
maybe not.
Dead ball. Personal foul. Late hit out of bounds by the defense. Number 12. 15-yard penalty. First down.
That was a huge penalty that time.
15 yards down to the 32-yard line. I'm going to have to figure out exactly how many yards that was on the gain a moment ago. Meanwhile, handoff goes to Ram, and he's in the open up the middle. Or excuse me, that's Luna with the football, number 36. Luna gets it down to the 22 for a 10-yard pickup.
You see Javier Luna right there. Made a really nice run. Finally brought down by the Quavian Mathis.
I think that was a 12-yard pickup for Ram a moment ago before the penalty. Now Luna with the 10-yard pickup has it at the 22.
Now Belton's knocking at the door. All they need is a touchdown, extra point to retake the lead.
Luna hitting the backfield with a spin move, trying to get away. Keith Gullery still after him and finally grabs him by the shoestring, but not before he gets across the 20 down to the 17 for about a 5-yard pickup.
You see Luna right there. He made 5 yards more than I thought he was going to make. Who's that in at running back right now?
Nobody right now. Oh, I'm sorry. That's Luna, 36, I believe. No, it's 28. That's Ram, 28 Ram. He'll have the football coming around the right side. He apparently has a little bit more speed than most of the other running backs we've seen tonight and gets it down to the 14-yard line for a gain of 3 on that one.
Looked like Bennett went down. They hurt his arm there. We'll take a look, see if we can see
Injury
what happened.
timeout.
Yeah, he see him grabbed his arm. I don't know exactly what happened on that, but
Yeah, may have a stinger there.
hope that's all it is.
Yeah, that'll bring Bennett to the sideline.
They need him on the field. He's a good player.
Certainly. That'll bring Jamian Hindley, a sophomore, in at that defensive end position for Waco High. Madden hands it off to Luna. Luna leaps across the 10-yard line down to about the 9-yard line. A gain of 5 there and a first down.
Or if somehow Waco High could hold them to a field goal here, they'd be in good shape.
Defense needs to dig in. 3 touchdowns in the drive for Belton. I don't think they had 3 touchdowns in the first half.
They're sure taking a lot of time. Madden looking over the sideline, make sure he's got all his I's crossed and T's dotted, or vice versa, whatever.
Hand it off to Luna, and Luna is submarined as he gets to about the 6. Deshaun Fisher was able to get down underneath him, but they're going to mark him at the 7 for a 2-yard pickup for Luna.
I believe we've called Deshaun Fisher's name about 15 times tonight.
I think you are correct. 7th play of this drive. It started at the Belton 41. 5.5 minutes left in the contest. Belton trailing by 5.
They're sure taking a lot of time getting them play in.
Still got 5 seconds left on the play clock. Send a man in motion. Handoff goes to Luna. He juggles the handoff, able to hold on to it, and only gets back to the 9-yard line. And that was Ram and not Luna with the carry.
And that's once again Deshaun Fisher on the tackle, had a little help from his teammate Ivan Chappelle.
He lost a yard on the play back to the 8.
Is this 4-down territory?
Absolutely. Field goal doesn't help him much, does it, Coach?
No, look, Kwame wants a timeout. He ran down there. Hey, thank y'all very much. Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, next week's the last one.
Waco, first
Hey,
charge.
one of your
timeout.
committee told me that he wants hand warmers if it's going to get this cold.
Okay, I'll check with you. Hey, y'all have a safe trip back. So we now have our offensive and defensive players of the game. On offense, our player of the game will be Nate Rainey, the quarterback. Defense will be Deshaun Fisher. So hopefully we'll visit those 2 young men and Kwame Cavill following the football game. I said hopefully we'll be visiting with them.
There's your chicken dance winner, Coach.
She did a good job. I was watching her.
Does your committee also judge the chicken dance?
No. Somebody else does that. Look, she does a good job.
Yeah, she knows how to do it.
What did she win? Chicken?
Of course.
Well, I didn't know.
Yeah, she wins a Bush's coupon. Everybody likes coupons.
All right, there's big play here. These next 2 really big.
Yep. 3rd down. Fake the handoff to Luna. Madden looks to pass. Now he's just going to run for it. Had a block on the edge, but a great job over there by Waco High's Keemon Taylor to make the tackle.
He made a heck of a tackle there. Now, decision time for Coach Skidmore. I'm like you, the field goal is not going to help him any. So this could be the football game right here. Could be. Nice tackle by Taylor that time.
Remember, it's 4th down. After that 6-yard gain by Madden. Luna is his running back. Madden looking to throw. Throws for the corner, and it's incomplete, intended for Ram. He had 2 receivers there.
Once again, passing the football is not Madden's strong point. You see this overshot, had a man pretty much open now, and it's not over yet for Waco High. It's got to eat up some clock and hang on to the football.
They traveled 56 yards in 9 plays. And ate up 4 minutes and 25 seconds of the 4th quarter clock. And
Boy, they're backed up their own goal line, though, Lark. You gotta get that ball out there and pick up a couple of first downs if at all possible. And I think one of the R&R boys will do this. Ridge or Radcliffe.
From their own 4-yard line, Waco High trying to get a couple of first downs here. Belton still has all 3 timeouts. Handoff goes to Ridge. Jaden Ridge has it out across the 10, out to about the 12 for 8 yards, 2nd and 2.
That's a big, big run on first down for the Lions. And I lead that play clock down to about 5 seconds before I snap it, too.
Eight-yard gain for Ridge now gives him 181 yards on 23 carries. Ridge once again with the football. Sidesteps a couple of would-be tacklers and brought down when he gets to the 14. It's just going to depend on where they spot the ball.
Now, Belton unofficially has 3 timeouts left. I think after this play, they may start calling them.
Just give him a yard. They say he's short of the first down. So from the 13, they have to get the nose of the football to the 14. But under 3 minutes to go in the game. Nate Reyna, the quarterback, gives it to Ridge. Ridge dives forward and has the first down as he goes in right behind the block of Jordan Massara.
Okay, Lark, I'll be making my way down now, and if it goes to overtime, I'll be back.
I don't want to see you back up here. We're waiting for the officials to spot the football. It's the 15-yard line, and that's a first down.
Personal foul, face mask, number 53 on the defense. 15 yards, automatic first down.
So not only do they get the first down on the run of 2 yards by Ridge, but they pick up another 15 out to the 30 on the face mask penalty. Well, they mark it at the 29. Would have been the first down anyway on a 1-yard gain by Ridge. Waco High with 2:32 and counting, trying to earn their first win of the season in game 8 of the year. And off to Radcliffe. Bounces it outside, gets a block from Jaquan Wells and gets it up to about the 36-yard line. Now we have a flag thrown as we got a little extracurricular activity after the play. And the officials are going to decide exactly what all went on. Ridge at least got it up to Ratliff got it up to the 36 for a 6-yard gain, where it would be 2nd down and 4, but now let's see what the Zebras decide after they have their convention over in front of the Belton bench. Sam Skidmore, a very interested bystander, wanting to find out what this is all about. Belton got the lead thanks to a blocked field goal attempt by Waco High on their first possession of the night. Waco was able to answer that touchdown right back with an 11-play, 67-yard drive. Belton was then able to kick 2 field goals to take a 13-7 advantage. Waco High was able to score on a 43-yard touchdown pass to Jerome Ratliff before half to take a 14-13 lead at half.
Unsportsmanlike number 9, White. Unsportsmanlike 42, Gray. Those offset.
So an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on each team. A dead ball foul that will just leave the ball at the 36-yard line. And 2nd down and 4 if I'm reading the officials correctly.
After the play, dead ball, unsportsmanlike, 62 Gray. 15-yard.
Now wait a minute. You're saying there's 3 penalties on the play? And now they walk off 15 yards against Waco High back to the 20. I'm not sure about that, but anyway. Down marker across the way says it's still 2nd down. They have to get to the 39-yard line, so it's 2nd down and 19 at the Waco 20. And Kwame Cavill, I don't think, is necessarily agreeing with any of this. He stands at the 36-yard line with his arms crossed. Reyna asks for the football, hands it off to Ratliff. Ratliff coming around the left side, thrown out of bounds at the 21-yard line. And Ratliff goes down on the sideline after he's thrown out of bounds unceremoniously by Tanner Holman. See Holman throw him down there, and then Ratliff had a little trouble getting back to the field, and you see him jumping up and down on one leg. I believe maybe he has a cramp.
Holding. Offense, number 9.
And now a holding penalty called against Jaquan Wells.
10-yard penalty. That penalty is declined. 3rd down.
They'll decline the penalty. That brings it's going to be 3rd down as the loss on that play. Or actually, it was a 1-yard gain on the play by Ratliff of 1 yard. Bring up 3rd and 18 at the Waco 21. Under 2 minutes left in the game, and now Sam Skidmore asked for a timeout for his Belton Tigers.
Timeout. Belton. First charge timeout.
Number 1, they maybe want to cool down things between these two teams.
I'm fine. No.
And 9 penalties for 80 yards against Waco High now, and most of those have come here in the 4th quarter. Belton's only been penalized 3 times, but each one of those penalties have been a major penalty. Belton trying to overcome a 5-point disadvantage here in the final minute, 50 seconds. Waco High up by 5, 24-19. Trying to break a losing streak that goes back to last year. They won their opener against University. They've lost 17 in a row since. Facing a 3rd down and 18 here. Reyna fakes the handoff, ends up with the football, and is down at the 15-yard line. Reyna is down after the play with an injury. I'm going to say his forward progress was the 16, but it's a loss of 5 yards on the play.
Timeout.
There's no time. If there's a timeout, if Belton called it, he didn't say who, but on the scoreboard, I believe Belton called the timeout. They'll have 1 left. Waco High, according to the scoreboard, has 2 left. It's going to be 4th and 23 for Waco High from the 16-yard line. Sam Massara, who has not punted all night tonight for Waco High, on to punt here. He had a heck of a game punting the football for the Lions against Harker Heights 4 games ago. He's going to get this one away somewhere around his 5-yard line. And now Waco High asks for timeout. Kwame Cavill wants to give his special teams the opportunity.
Waco, second charge timeout.
To see exactly what Belton has up their sleeve here. You got to believe that Belton's going to try for the block here. They need the field position with just 105 seconds left on the scoreboard. Waco High led 14-3 at the half. Belton, though, was able to recapture the lead very quickly in the third quarter when Waco High fumbled the ball on their first possession of the third quarter and gave Belton the ball at the Waco High 4-yard line, and 2 plays later they were in the end zone for a 19-14 lead. Waco High, though, very early in the fourth quarter, gets a 2-play 57-yard drive capped on a 36-yard pass to Ratliff to take a 21-19 lead, and then has added a 34-yard Massara field goal to lead 24-19 here in the waning moments. Massara on to try to kick the ball away. He's going to go into the end zone and take the safety. He's going to run around and run some clock off and takes the safety to make it 24-19. So that's what Kwame Cavill called the timeout about, was to run some clock and also give his special teams some room to work here. So it's basically a 16-yard loss for Massara. And the safety for Belton. Once again, Waco High basically giving Belton points, but this time Waco High believes it's in their favor. But what it does for Belton is they just need to get into field goal position to send this game to overtime. Very strange football game tonight here at Waco ISD Stadium. Again, Belton's first score came on a blocked field goal attempt. Their most recent score comes on a safety. Their offense has basically only put 1 touchdown on the board. That was a touchdown they scored when Waco gave them the ball at point-blank range. Ram is back deep along with DeMonte Smith. Sam Massara to do the kicking from the south 20. Good line drive that goes into the arms of Ram at the 25-yard line. He called for a fair catch, and that's where they will get the football, is at the 25. 75 yards away. And 1:39 left on the clock. Belton's going to have to pass the football, which has not necessarily been their forte. Just 4 of 6 passing in the game for a total of 6 yards. From the 25, 75 yards away from the touchdown. Madden looking to his left, throws, and it's incomplete. Intended for Seth Morgan. No flag on the play. As you see, there's a little bumping and grinding there, but Morgan goes down. I think actually the defender tripped. I believe that was Devontae Lilly, who tripped, but I don't think he caused Morgan to go down. So this incompletion brings up 2nd down and 10 from the 25. Again, Madden the pass, good protection. Now he's flush from the pocket, rolling to his right, throws, and it's incomplete. Good job by Matthew Gutierrez, the senior defensive back, taking care of Keegan Wolf. So now it's 3rd down and 10 from the 25 with 1:26 to go. He's only used 13 seconds of the clock with the 2 incomplete passes. Waco High is showing just a 3-man rush. Defensive coordinator Jeremy Mitchell positioning the defense, looking to his left. Madden now flush from the pocket to the right, will throw and looking for an out-of-bounds catch. It's not good. Jackson with the catch, but apparently his foot was on the line. You see Madden roll out to his right. And yes, his foot was right there on the line as he made the catch, so he's out of bounds. It brings up 4th down and 10 from the 25. 1:18 left to go. 16 seconds left on the clock. Riley Madden has DeMonte Smith in the backfield with him. Get to the 35 for a new set of downs. Madden under a rush from behind. He's caught from behind with the tackle of Jamarcus Carperu, and Waco High will take over on downs thanks to the sack by Carperu. Waco High will get the victory. 4-yard loss for Madden on the play. Waco High has the ball with 1:12 to go. Belton has 1 timeout on the scoreboard. That's not going to be enough to stop Waco High from being able to run out the clock. They get it at the 21-yard line, their best field position to start a drive tonight. Kwame Cavill and his team will be happy to go in victory formation. Robert Glenn has the offense gathered together at the 30-yard line. Play clock has not started yet. Now it gets underway. Davion Long will be the quarterback. Waco High does not go into victory formation. They do go with a full house backfield though, and they do just take a knee at the 26-yard line. And then Belton will call its final timeout with 1:08 to go.
Timeout, Belton. 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Long loses 5 on the play. But a great job for Waco High tonight. 61 plays for 351 yards, 189 of that on the ground on 46 rushes, 10 of 15 passing for 162 yards. Jaden Ridge gets 184 yards on 25 carries. Jerome Ratliff scores a couple of touchdowns by way of the pass, catching 5 passes tonight for 125 yards and the 2 TDs. The 1 rushing touchdown goes to Adrienne Rodriguez on a 1-yard dive. So Waco High ready to pick up their first win of the year and stop a 17-game losing streak. Once again, they go in their idea of a victory formation as Long gets the snap and goes immediately to a knee. Back at the 32-yard line. And they'll just have to snap it 1 more time. Waco High won the season opener last year over University, but then did not win a game the rest of the season. Lost to University this year by 1 point, but about to pick up their first win of the year, handing the Belton Tigers a 24-21 loss. All you have to do is snap the ball, and that's what they do. Take the knee at the 38, and that'll run out the final 20 seconds of this one. As Waco High gets their first win of the 2019 season, and Kwame Cavill gets a Gatorade bath from his team, also being mobbed by his team as the Waco Lions celebrate a victory on senior night here at Waco ISD Stadium by a score of 24-21. Stay where you are. When we come back, we'll have our post-game interviews right here on Waco ISD TV.
Back at Waco ISD Stadium, the Waco High Lions have finally got the monkey off their back as they defeated Belton tonight for the first win in 18 tries again. Offensive player of the game is Nate Rainey. The quarterback or defensive player is Deshaun Fisher. First, we're going to talk to Nate. I've got to be careful here. He's got a little injury. What happened to you?
Well, I had a power read play, and they got the best of me. I landed on my shoulder. My shoulder's been in the work of getting better, but today they just got the best of me, so it got worse.
How does it feel for this Waco High Lions been that long losing streak, finally getting the win column?
I mean, it feels amazing because we've been working all summer. We've been working all off season. We've been working towards all these games. And to finally know that we could actually win, it feels great. And I just did it for all my seniors, did it for my team.
You know, this first half, you and Long both played a little quarterback. Second half, you went the whole way. And I tell you what, you got those guys named Ratliff and Ridge back there. It's a pretty good backfield, isn't it?
Yes, sir. It's one of the best backfields in Texas, man. They do a lot. They do a lot for this team, and I think that's the core of our offense.
You know, one time you guys had a screen pass call set up beautifully. It wasn't a real good pass. If you'd have completed that, I bet it'd gone for at least 20 yards.
Yeah, it was just miscommunication between me and the coaches. It was on me. They ran the play beautifully. It's just I had miscommunication with the coaches. It's me.
Okay, take care of yourself and good luck at clean next week.
All right, thank you, sir.
All right, now let's talk to Deshaun Fisher. We don't keep the number of tackles up in the press box, but every time I looked up tonight, I was talking about there's 49 again. Fisher, is this one of the best games you've played defensively?
Yes, sir. I would say this is one of my best games, man. I just had to come out and execute. Just be there for my teammates, man. Be a great teammate.
You know, being a senior on this football team, this has got to be special for you guys because you've really struggled in the past few years, the past couple of years, really.
Right, yeah. We've been close a lot of these games, and tonight just to come through with a win, it feels amazing, man. It's been a long time. It's just great.
Well, what's the attitude when you guys went up to the dressing room a while ago? Everybody pretty pumped?
Oh, yeah, it was a party, man. Soda flying, you know, it's just having fun, you know. It's great. It's great. I can't explain it. It's just great.
I know Coach Cavill is very happy, and you guys got one more left. Might as well finish it off with a win at clean.
Oh, yes, sir. It's going to be a great game, and I got us all the way, you know.
All right, good luck
I'm
to
excited.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Deshaun. Let's bring Kwame in here, and he got to be pretty pumped, I would think. Got that monkey off of your back, did you, baby?
Oh, man, it was like I think I was telling the superintendent, you know, when I've got kids of my own, and when they were in the oven, you know, when it got time for the due date, you just was like, come on. And it was kind of like that's what happened today, or tonight. Our kids have been working their tails off, and they've been buying into what I've been selling, and I mean, I think they just exemplified all the qualities to get over the hump, and we needed that. I mean, we needed that for a program. I wanted it for these seniors, for our staff who've been working tireless hours and just committing to getting better every day, which is our rule number 3 of ours of Lion Pride. So, just the kids and the organization as a whole, man, just a tremendous job this weekend. It paid off for us.
Notice you got a little Gatorade bath. I bet that ice felt pretty good, didn't it?
Yeah, they set me up. And you're never ready for that, and but you know it so feels good when you get a victory, and you just never. I always wondered what that was gonna feel like to get Gatorade and dash with the bucket of water, whatever the case may be. But it's a good feeling because you don't feel it because all you're thinking about is how much work you put into this moment, and the moment finally came, and you can just tell by the jubilation of our kids, man. We've been working so hard for this, and I'm so happy and so proud of them that it finally paid off for them.
Kwame, you know what? At the end of the game, it looked like you guys just won a state championship. These kids were elated.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's, no one knows. Only ex-football coaches and ex-football players and ex-athletes, period, knows what goes into a week of preparation when you're going into to the end of the event, like a football game or a basketball game or whatever the case may be. It's a lot of hard work and tireless hours that go into preparation of getting to this point. And when you've been taking, the lumps that we've been taking as a program and as a staff, as far as, just coming up on the short end of the stick, but always fighting. When you finally get over that hump, that's what you see. That's all the jubilation pouring out of it and the hard work. And I'm so proud of these guys. I'm super. What a great time to do it in front of the new superintendent too. And I'm proud that she got to see that, and I'm proud that our guys got to get a victory in front of this home crowd who came out here and supported these seniors and our team. I'm so proud of them.
Might as well make it 2 in a row next week down at Killeen.
I told them that in the locker room. I said, hey, man, we're going to enjoy this, but it's the 24-hour rule. We're going to enjoy it, and then we're going to flush out our system tomorrow when we watch the film and get better, doing that. And then it's on to Killeen and see if we can finish the season up on a high note and give us some momentum going into the offseason.
Congratulations. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Bush.
You bet.
No doubt.
Bring in Larkin, wrap her up.
Defensive effort extraordinaire tonight for the Waco Lions. They gave up only 118 yards of total offense to Belton, while the offense had like 348 yards. Matter of fact, Belton's only offensive touchdown came after Waco High fumbled the ball at their own 4-yard line.
Yeah, and I thought the strategy they used there at the end of the ball game, taking the safety, I thought that was a very smart move on their part, and it turned out to work out fine. But I thought Waco High's rushing game tonight was the best we've seen.
Absolutely. Well, it's a happy night here at Waco ISD Stadium as the Waco Lions come away with a 24-21 win over the Belton Tigers. For our entire Waco ISD TV crew and the coach Butch Henry, I'm Lark Smith. Good night from Waco ISD Stadium.